APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey there, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We're starting out the new week with multiple rounds of showers and storms. Especially this afternoon, that's when the rain will become a bit more widespread and we could see a few isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. High wind and flooding will be our biggest concerns, and those temperatures this afternoon will rise into the low 80s. Upper 60s for our lows tonight with more rain and storms on the way tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All righty, here we are on ESPN Arkansas and on the Hit That Line Now app. Well, there's so many things to talk about. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about any of them, considering we never played, but we'll do the best we can with our limited knowledge on sports because, we didn't play the game at a very high level. So we'll do what we can.
You knew this was going to happen at some point. Everybody is.
What was going to happen?
Well, as soon as it happened and they were eliminated from the postseason, whether it was, the regional, super, Omaha, whatever, everybody's going to go to their corners. And the people who are angry are going to be one corner, and the defenders are going to be in the other, and they do not. It's like being at a middle school dance. There's people on one wall, there's people on another, and they ain't talking to each other.
Let me just tell you this. The phone number to join this discussion over the next little while is 866-285-4005. That's the McClarty Daniel hotline. That's how you join us on Ruscin and Zach. There are so many hypocrisies to expose here. I don't know which one to begin with. There's so many. There's so many to choose from. There are myths. I agree with some of the things that have been said, but some of them have to be called out because they're just flat out on their face not true. So we will get to all of this as we move along throughout the program here on Ruscin and Zach, following Arkansas's elimination by a 4 seed from the NCAA tournament on their home field. Which, if this had happened to Pittman, now Pittman doesn't have the same bank account that Dave has with the fans. I'm not talking actual bank account because he's doing better than Dave there. But I'm talking like bank account with the fans. Pittman would have been drawn and quartered for something like this, but not Dave, because Dave has a lot more credibility into the in the bank with the fans, and I understand all that. God, I don't know where to begin. There's so much. I don't know where to begin. I guess I can start with the thing about the Stovall tweet. I guess we can start with that.
Okay.
You want to start with that?
Sure.
I mean, that's as good a place as any, right? DQ, do you have a vote on any of this?
Sure,
Hi, DQ.
start with
Well,
that.
you know what? Hold that thought for a second, because let's start on the field.
Okay, let's start on the field.
Because the on the field led to the off the field stuff.
Well, they lost. That's on the field.
Oh, okay. All right. The Hagen Smith thing, we told you early last week. He is not the same guy that he is in the regular season versus the postseason.
First thing I heard today, my dad is mad at you.
Really?
I'm like, why? Because Zach was right about Hagen Smith. Yes, that's been a funny thing to hear play out, right? Because you have heard more than once today, that Hagen Smith thing just didn't make sense. It did if you listen to this show. And it did if you look at the numbers. His postseason ERA in his Arkansas career, the strikeout leader, a top 5 talent. In the postseason, his postseason ERA is 8+, 8.5, I think. Mm-hmm. So it was not surprising if you listen to us and if you knew the numbers. That's all.
And look, I don't know what it was, but the minute that he hit pitch 60, that's when the floodgates open. And it also happened for the Wentworth kid from Kansas State. They got to 60 pitches, and all of a sudden, the ball's flying out of the yard. Everything started happening. But I mean, it is fair to say that in his career, and his career is over here at Arkansas. He's going to go into the draft, and hopefully he has a long career. He will. Hagen, God bless you if you wind up with the Red Sox. I'm sorry, or
the Cardinals,
anywhere,
another fine
anywhere
organization.
But something happens in the postseason, whether it's wearing down or whatever it is. He's not the same guy that he is in the regular season. As you said, his ERA is. He went into the postseason, into this regional at 6.75 with a 185 whip. That all went up. Now, he looked great for 4, but he got to the 5th, and the wheels came off. And whether it's the second time through the order, or more information, whatever it is, they just seem to have a really good grip on him. And that was kind of when you went, uh-oh, because you knew that if they could get the Smith start, you get the win in that, then, you're kind of on your way. You're going to be rested. You get the late game on Sunday. But, man, now you're scrambling, and you got to play a SEMO team that can hit the ball. And I don't know, and I'm not as well versed in this, but I can tell you this. Dave got outfoxed on Saturday in a big way. And some of it, you can it's a 50-50 split between the players and the coaches. And I'm not blaming anybody. Things happen. But Bubba pointed it out. There were a couple other people that pointed it out. Man, when you've got 2 strikes on you and you're facing a guy throwing curveballs at like 60 miles an hour, you have to adjust your swing.
That was yesterday, yeah.
This is not a beer league softball tournament where you're just trying to hit the thing out of the yard all the time. Man, singles yesterday would have been great. What was it? I think it was in the 5th or the 6th inning yesterday. They get 2nd and 3rd with like 1 out. And they get nothing out of it. Nothing. And that was
they left 27 on base in 3 games.
So a lot of things went wrong, and there are very talented players on that roster, guys who gave everything they had. A lot of hometown kids gave everything that they had. It just wasn't enough. And okay, fine, but you got beat by a midweek team, so somebody has to answer for it. I'm not saying people have to get fired over it, but somebody has to answer for that. That's not. I mean, you're the number 5 team in the country. You're number 1 for a long period of time during the regular season. Somebody has to at least provide. You can't just go back into your office, shut the door, and go, well, we'll see you next year. That dynamic changed when players started accepting payments. Now you have what amount to stockholders. You have to at least provide some context or some answers. And I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but I don't think anybody is more disappointed than the players and the coaches. But there's the split in the fan base is just weird to me. Like there are guys out there saying fire DVH, which is dumb. And both sides have points, but neither one wants to hear. The defenders are out there going, "You're an idiot, fire an idiot." Which, all right, fine, but there are logical points on either side of the argument, and nobody's willing to hear each other.
I would like to explore those logical points here over the next little while. The thing there's obviously a lot with Dave and with Nate Thompson wearing it. The team hit over 300 in the weekend, by the way. If you're a Nate Thompson detractor, that's not a number you're going to be echoing very much. If you don't like Nate Thompson, they hit over 300 this weekend, and with somewhere here I wrote it down. But they hit they hit really well with the RISP and with 2 outs in this event. Now they didn't do it yesterday, but in the 3 games, they did. But here's the thing that stood out to me is we have another instance of a, I guess now former player, because Stovall's eligibility has run out, right? I believe that's how that's worked. Telling the fans how to behave. And you know what? You get mulligans in life. Let me try this a different way. Okay. If the fans aren't allowed, a couple things here. Number 1, for 9 months, the fans hear about number 1 recruiting class, top 5 recruiting class, guys going in the draft, where they're going, number 1 rankings, look who they beat, look what they did, they won the division, on and on and on. Okay, you can't sell people Hermans for 9 months and then bring them Burger King. They're going to complain. Okay? That's how life works. That's not just how sports works. That's how life works. If I buy a Ferrari and a Kia Soul shows up at my house, someone's getting a phone call.
Right.
Okay? So that's how that works. These fans have been sold at every turn by that school and its propaganda arm. They've been sold at every turn. This place was built for Omaha. So that's what they expected. Is it their fault? No, this is what they were marketed. This is what they were sold. And so you can't sell people the finest prime rib for 9 months and then give them a bologna sandwich. They're going to be upset. That's how it works. And if that's a problem, maybe you're in the wrong business, because that's how it works. That's how it works everywhere in life, not just in baseball. If you buy a mansion in Pinnacle and you show up and there's a pup tent in the yard and no house, well, you're going to say, wait a minute, this is not what I was promised. This is not what the people were sold that this team was all about. Now, it's also not fair that 80% of this fan base drops in the end of May and they just start forming opinions left and right on 3, 4, 5 games. That's not fair either. So I see his side of the criticism, but I also see the other side, which is the fans are taken for a ride by the university's marketing arm every single year in every single sport, and they're not happy when they don't get what they were sold they were going to get. Perfectly normal. All right, more coming up. Stay where you are.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you're interested in continuing your involvement in high school athletics and want to make some extra money, what better way to do so than by becoming an official? For information on how you can give back to student athletes in Arkansas, please contact us at 501-955-2500. Again, that's 501-955-2500. The Arkansas Activities Association is looking for sports officials, and you may be the answer.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home? This is Joey Phillips, Guild Mortgage Company. We have the right home loan products to help make your dreams a reality. From VA, USDA, FHA, down payment assistance, and many other loan programs. Give us a call at 870-416-3755. Visit us online at guildmortgage.com or stop by and see us at 816 North Main Street, Harrison, Arkansas. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company MLS 3274, Individual MLS 410-478. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule: The golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofers.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
All right, guys, are we tired of the dad bod? Let's lose the weight and reclaim your confidence and energy. At Voxy Wellness and Rogers, our injectable weight loss program helps you jumpstart the journey and quickly kick the dad bod to the curb. Let's help you be victorious with getting rid of the extra pounds for good. The consultation can be done online or in person. To get started, visit VoxyNWA.com. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline, 866-285-4005. We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by the Good Chair because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the stadium shop. Stop by, tell Robert that Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat in the Good Chair. A listener of ours was having a DM discussion with Joe Bonamassa, the Joe Bonamassa.
I saw
and
that.
He said, I listen to a radio show that says you suck.
Great. Well, we're not going to get him on.
Yep.
Not getting Molly B either.
And understand
Polka Queen of the Midwest.
that this is all Robert Mann's fault. The baseball team's season ended in the regional round with.
But you don't play guitar, so you're not qualified to have an opinion.
That's what I was told.
Just remember that.
The Arkansas baseball team season ended in the regional round with a 6-3 loss to Southeast Missouri out of Baum-Walker Stadium. This came on the heels of a 7-6 loss to Kansas State on Saturday night. Arkansas will finish up the season 44-16. And oh, by the way, Kansas State beat SEMO last night to win the regional. I asked DQ first thing this morning, hey, who won the regional? And she was like, you could have.
They need to quit sending purple teams here on the regional, honestly. That's what they need to do, clearly.
DQ, you're up.
And bring Pepsi back.
Yeah,
it's
please.
a jinx.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola's a jinx.
Front-facing hog.
Okay, DQ.
Okay, your Ruscin and Zach Twitter polls. I put up 2 on Friday. We didn't get to them for some reason. So I'm just gonna go over these.
What happened there?
I'm just gonna go over these real quick. Which of these options is the most underrated invention that adds convenience to your life?
Okay.
I have the armrest, the peephole for your door, the awning over the gas pumps, or the garbage disposal.
Who?
People.
Give me those again.
Okay, the armrest,
People.
peephole, awning over gas pumps, or garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal. I send everything
Wow,
down the
you
garbage.
guys did not have the top option.
People.
What's number one?
Armrest with 37. It was pretty split.
Aaron Andrews would argue with you.
People was 4%.
What was number one?
The armrest.
Sorry, he got that. Nobody else did. The armrest.
That was a crime, man.
But
Oh
here's
my
the
God.
here's the thing about the armrest. In a movie theater or on a plane, you don't know who gets it.
What?
If in a movie theater, if you got two people on the other
No,
side,
not movie theaters now. You don't have that problem.
yeah, that's
now.
true. Okay, on an airplane,
On the plane, that sucks.
who gets the armrest?
That does suck.
Okay.
I also learned how to spell awning. I had never.
AWNING?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had never
Yeah.
seen that word spelled out. Okay, and then our last one from Friday. How many times a day do you Google something unrelated to your job?
Huh. Every day. How many times?
Yeah, so I have none, 1 to 3, 6, or 4 to 6, or 6 or more.
Where's the unlimited?
I open the Google app a million times a day, it seems like. Anytime I have a question,
You ask Google.
I Google it.
Okay. And you just take.
I don't let myself wander. I need to know.
Okay.
So 1 to 3 times wins at that one. Okay, so your poll questions for today. Are you ready to move on to football season, or do you just want to take a break from sports for a bit?
Ooh.
Huh.
I'm good. Let's move on.
79% say they want to take a break.
I'm sure.
20% said that it's on to football.
Why? Okay.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
How
we've
do
got
you-
all summer.
Okay, how do you prefer your sitcoms? With a laugh track or without?
Ooh,
Laugh track.
laugh track has to have.
Really?
Yeah, has to have. a
Oh
laugh
my
track.
gosh. 68% said without.
Hold on. Question. TV sitcom or like HBO sitcom?
TV sitcom.
Like network television?
Like
laugh track.
Brain
absolutely.
dead, you don't want to think.
Laugh track. Absolutely.
Well, 68% said that they don't want a laugh track, which I agree with. Okay.
Okay.
If you were a baseball player, would
The
you
DQ was very tied up in knots over this one.
would you wear the long pants or the knee length pants?
Stirrups.
I was
High pants.
By the time I had finished playing, we didn't have the option of long pants. I think it's a cleaner look
It
to
was
quote
the
the
80s.
kids.
I mean.
Now, there was a time DQ when the pants were so long that they would actually like cover up the heel and you would have to push your spikes through the back end of your pants just to keep yourself from tripping over them.
That's weird.
Yeah, see, that's why the high knee thing is the way to go.
Well, 55% say knee length.
Thank
I
you.
think the long pants look so much better.
Mm.
I don't know why. I just
You
like
never
those
had
so
to wear
much.
the old stirrups.
I never
so-
had to wear any sort of softball
Or those
pants.
stirrup socks.
Yeah, the stirrup socks. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and our last one, which was submitted by Mitchell, I believe you said.
Yes, Mitchell sent in a very interesting question today.
Okay.
If you break a pay it forward chain in the drive-through, will you have bad karma?
No.
75% said no.
All right.
1% said that they always pay it forward.
1%. That's about right for this crowd. Yeah. I
I'll tell you
believe
what,
that.
if I'm going to pay it forward, you've got to let me know on the front end if I'm going to pay it forward line, because then I'm going to order one of everything because I feel like I'm getting a better deal. You know, this surprise, you've got a $27 bill when you just went in for a $5 coffee is totally BS.
Yeah. Well, why do we do this anyway? This
Because
whole
it makes us feel good.
One time I got
read a book. It'll make you feel good.
One time I got into like a pay it forward situation, and the
I broke the chain once.
cashier
I know that's
was
stunning.
like, "Hey, this person in front of you paid, so if you want to pay for the person behind you, but their bill was like $30, so you don't have to."
No.
And I'm like, perfect.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Okay, those are your polls.
Trophy
you,
Hog
DQ.
Go
suggests
touch grass.
after.
Perfect sign off.
I love that.
I love it.
DQ Trophy Hog says that after you do the polls for the folks that are watching on the stream, you should just turn your phone over like a blizzard.
Oh, like to prove that the blizzard won't fly out of the cup.
Interesting.
I like
That's
that.
an idea.
Yeah, go touch grass.
That's an idea.
I love this.
All right, that's pretty good. Bacardi Daniel Hotline. We got the phones open now. If you want to rant and rave, we're here to listen and maybe let you vent. And if you say something stupid, we're gonna call you on it. But I mean, other than that, 866-285-4005 is how you can join us here. Oh, by the way, here's an idea. Since players aren't fans, they're not allowed to tell fans what to do. That makes sense?
Sure.
Because we're not allowed to tell, we never played. Well, you've never fanned. So how do you know what it's like out here in the stands, in the hog pen, in the skyboxes? How do you know? You don't know. You're down there on the field. You don't know what it's like to be a fan. You don't know.
Tyler in Atlanta, who got married during football season and is apparently still married, so good for you.
Way to go, Tyler.
Text in on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Says, I'm tired of lying to myself. I do not want consecutive 40-plus win seasons. I want a national championship. Tell the chicken man to get Tony V on the phone.
No.
We disagree on this.
No, I'm not. I'm out on Tony V. I'm a Wes Johnson guy.
Okay.
Well, Wes has the hardware already, number one. Tony V ain't one bleep.
Okay.
All right. So Wes Johnson has the hardware. That's now, this is all fantasy because you don't have a head coaching problem.
No, you don't.
You don't have a head coaching problem. Dave's very good. He's a very good coach. It's time to retire the whole GOAT thing. It's time. You've got 22 years and no gold trophies. It's time to retire the GOAT thing. John McDonnell's the GOAT. Nolan Richardson is the GOAT. They've got national championships. Dave's very good. He's not the GOAT. It's time to retire that. And there's nothing wrong with being very good. It's very good. He's very good.
He's very good. He's very good.
He's probably one of maybe three guys who could do maybe nobody could do what he's done here. Maybe he's one of one. Maybe that's what it is. But the GOAT thing needs to be retired permanently.
Boy, I'm going to admit, I'm kind of, we've got the two corners, the one that's angry and the one that's defending, and I'm kind of in the middle, and I'm all over the place on this. There are a couple of things. Dave is, as you said, very good. You want to put him in the Hall of Very Good today? Sign me up. He is a really good baseball coach. He is a steady baseball coach. He's Marty Schottenheimer right now. He's Andy Reid with the Eagles. He's Tony Dungy with the Buccaneers.
Mark Few
with Gonzaga. Oh. Man, really competitive right there. Just hasn't gotten it done yet. Okay? That's kind of
who else? Here's why I like the Mark Few thing, Zach. Who else is going to do what Mark Few did at Gonzaga? Nobody. That'll never happen again.
But it wasn't like Dave was handed a program that was in the ditch. A good, solid program at that time with a new ballpark that was really a novelty.
I believe in Norm's last year they went to the Supers.
Okay, so
at Clemson,
right.
I believe.
So I'm kind of all over the place here with Dave. They've been doing the same thing for 20 years. Okay, they're really good. They're right there. They just haven't gotten over the hump. My question is, what are your expectations? If your expectations are that, hey, we're going to host a regional, maybe a super regional, and get to Omaha, man, don't change a thing. You're doing that. But if the expectation is a national championship, there is something that you're not doing. At some point, you have to stop and say, well, it's just bad luck. They haven't been the same since 2018. That team rolled. This team for 3 months looked great. They were number one. Everybody, the pitching wasn't a problem. They were hitting the baseball, all of this stuff. Then all of a sudden, something happened. And all of a sudden, all these problems started popping up. Dave is not the problem. Maybe the way that they go about administering this is the issue. And I don't, they've had first round picks. They've had top 5 picks. They've got one on their roster right now. Heston Kjerstad a couple years. I mean, the talent isn't the issue. So look, I'm not smart enough to sit here and tell you what the issue is, but I know there is one because they should have gotten one by now. They've been that consistent. What is it? 7 College World Series?
He's on to 7.
Every 3 years he's in the College World Series.
Yes.
And they're one of the favorites. What were they? The third betting favorite to go in. So something happened. And you can't tell me that SEMO and Kansas State were better man for man than Arkansas was. I'm simply not going to. I don't believe that.
But that's baseball, though. Like the better. I mean, it's not. Talent is kind of out the window. If the guy on the mound is dealing, and he was yesterday for a while, then the whole thing is neutralized. There's a couple of conversations here. You can go big picture, Dave, or you can go this season. As far as this season goes, here's what went wrong. What went wrong was Brady Tigert was injured, and they did not get what they were expecting out of Mason Molina. This is a guy, a highly sought after transfer from Texas Tech that they thought was going to be the best number 2 in the SEC. It did not work out that way. And in fact, some of these portal guys, they did not adjust to the SEC, if you want to call it speed of play, whatever you want to call it. They did not adjust to the SEC as quickly as they, I believe, thought that they would. And the hitting numbers show that, and some of the pitching results show that. And then Diggs was another guy who's a cornerstone piece. He was hurt a lot of the year and really struggled at the plate. Those are a few of the, as far as this year goes, those are a few of the things that troubled them.
If Virginia had come in here and beaten them, you would have gone, you know what, Virginia's a really good team. Totally understand that. And all the things you said are 100% true. It's just you're looking at, you can't tell me that SEMO's a better program.
No, they're not.
Okay. You can't tell me that Kansas State is a better team than Arkansas is.
SEMO's coach, Andy Sawyer's a Dave disciple,
and
by the way.
I mean, his right-hand guy.
Padawan beat the Jedi.
And don't forget, SEMO's right-hand, his right-hand guy
Trevor Ezell.
played first base just a couple years ago for you.
Yep.
So you came in with a group that was motivated. But here, and this is a minute little thing, and I heard somebody talking, I think it was Bubba was talking about this. Man, when you can't swing for the fences every single time. Sometimes a base hit is what you're looking for. Knock a guy in. They don't play a lot of small ball anymore. They try, but there were a couple of times, and I'm not pointing out Sprague left, but there were just a couple of times where he was so far out in front of the curveball. He was swinging as hard as he could when a bloop single would have done the job. And he wasn't the only one. Stovall, God bless him, he was just a tick off. He was under every fastball that got up around the letters. He was just a tick low on that.
Right.
Now, he meets that. It's a line drive out to center. He was just a little bit off. And I think you can say that for a lot of what they did this weekend. And guys, I watched every pitch. There's some hope there. Gackle is certainly, I think, going to be, I heard Phil talking earlier about him being a Friday night starter. Whatever he is, he's super talented.
A lot of talent.
A lot of talent.
Yeah.
But something happens when they get to the postseason. And whether it's, they were bad in Hoover. Then it translates into this where you go 1-2 on your home field, and you were pulling up stats about their regional record and things. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, and it's something in that building has to change.
Yeah.
About the way they just administer the team. It's not a talent thing.
Let's see here. What did I send you guys yesterday? Okay. This was now, Matt Jones from the paper did the research on this. In the postseason at Baum Walker Stadium, Arkansas win under Dave. They win 54% of their games.
Say that again.
In the postseason at Baum Walker Stadium under Dave, Arkansas has won 54% of its games. Mm-hmm. That's a stat. That's real. Now there's a fake stat rolling around about here about their batting average in the last 7 tournaments. That's not real. The one I read to you is real. 54% win percentage. That's what that is. So there you go.
That 54% was surprising. When you sent that to me yesterday, I was like, no way.
Well, and it's easy to. This is really strange. This is a strange one to me. Because we got another text here on the McClarty hotline. Trevor Ezell's a better hitting coach. They hit 300 this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
So so here's the thing on these Nate Thompson batting average stats. The big picture one from 7 years, that stat's not real. Number one. Number two, this weekend they hit 300. So you're left with no legs to stay. You're the guy in Monty Python. It's just a flesh wound. You're like, so what? Oh, you just don't like Nate Thompson. Oh, okay, got it. We'll just say that. Don't try and spin stats on me. Just tell me you don't like the guy.
But you know how this goes. When you get when you fail in the postseason, somebody has to pay. Are you okay?
I got these stats.
Oh, okay, yeah, go get the stats. But this is how it goes: is when you fail in the postseason, somebody's going to have to pay the price. And the easiest thing to do is to target the guys who aren't front and center and don't have a microphone in front of their face, and the guys that you don't know anything about.
Okay, here you go.
Right.
This weekend in the regional, they hit 307. Runners in scoring position, 352. 2 outs, they hit 289. That's way better than they've done all year. Okay, so just say you don't like the guy if you don't like the guy. But if you're trying to stat your way into why Nate Thompson shouldn't work here, this weekend is not a good example for you.
It's not what you're looking
It's not a good example for you.
Now, here you
So
go.
find something else.
JT in Hot Springs is a team that goes 34-5 at home in the season, only wins 54% of their postseason games at home. Question mark? Yes. They went 1-2.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know what it is, but something happens the day that they finish up at Bluebell Park down at A&M. And the postseason, something happens.
The pressure, the teams in 18 and 19 and the 2015 team who I think, the 2015 regional was in Stillwater. The Supers was here because Missouri State couldn't host. So we'll focus on 18, 19. Man, those teams thrived under pressure. They loved it. And you could see it. There was no moment they could not meet. In 18 and in 19. Now, 19, you didn't get the College World Series success you wanted, but they were really good under pressure. Since then, the pressure has been a little bit maybe more than their. I mean, when you're acting out on the internet following a game, ripping fans, I mean, the pressure's gotten to you. I mean, that's the way it is. And I don't understand this. If you've been ignoring social media all year, where's the last place you should go after your season ends?
So there was, and this is ironic because he follows us on Twitter, and there was a parent who understandably, and look, I'm in the same boat. Somebody goes after my kid, I'm going to be very defensive about it. But to quote the great Jimmy Dykes, the almost Washington General, Jimmy Dykes.
That's right.
Why would you take advice or from somebody or why would you take criticism from somebody that you would not take advice from? Meaning just what you said, with Hog Bats 1, 2, 3 giving you batting tips. Well, you're not going to him to ask for batting tips, but he's giving you batting tips. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
A lot of, what? I don't think anybody, maybe we can pull the thread on this. But it's because people go after Dave and maybe to an extent Nate Thompson. But let's go find the bona fides on the people that are quote unquote going after Dave. What do they got? 20 followers? Why do you amplify these people over and over again? It's something I don't understand. But I don't know. 866-285-4005. It's just so you've been doing good with the social media drought. The last place you'd go after a loss is to social media, I think. I don't know.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You're on the forklift in your warehouse when it breaks down. You call Medley Equipment Company. Talk to Debbie. Hello. Debbie tells you they'll get you moving again. Debbie talks to a service tech. Yep, I can do it. Tech says when they can be there. That nice Debbie lady calls you back. Hello. Saying your forklift will be fixed in a few hours. Nice. Pretty fast, right? We're just trying to keep up because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm branch manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
Looking to buy your dream home or list your current home? Call the Good Team. Brett and Monica Good with Collier and Associates. Nobody knows the Northwest Arkansas market better. Monica and Brett work as a team and specialize in Beaver Lake properties, Bella Vista, all of Benton and Washington County, and Fort Smith as well. Whether you want to buy or sell a new home, second home, or forever home, call the Good Team. Brett and Monica Good with Collier and Associates. 479-651-2292. That's 479-651-2292 for Brett and Monica Good.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
Interesting when you talk about the history of markets is people will talk in America the last decade.
Yeah.
So the year 2000 to the year 2010, where the S&P 500, if you look at it, it didn't go up. It actually went down from 2000 to 2010. They call it the lost decade because no one made any money.
Yep.
If you had been invested from 2000 to 2010. Japan had a 30-year lost decade.
Right.
And that goes to where do you want your money? And diversification is extremely important. Not just diversifying your investments into different types of companies, but different countries.
Absolutely.
Because there will be periods of time America was down from 2000 to 2010. International did better.
Yeah.
In that time frame.
Mach 1 Financial Group LLC is an SEC-registered financial advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, visit mach-1financial.com/disclosures.
Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the best time for being outdoors, but not of your knees, shoulders, back, or hips are hurting. Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint relief is here in Northwest Arkansas. It's QC Kinetics. Call them today. 479-999-1234 is their number. They're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. So you can walk and run and hike and play golf and move again pain-free. In fact, QC Kinetics advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Hey, don't put it off any longer. Call 479-999-1234. It's QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Have you heard? The Pleasure Playground just got a little bigger. Cupid's is growing. That's right. Cupid's Lingerie just opened its newest naughty location in Fayetteville at Crossover and Mission in the Walmart Shopping Center. Cupid's is a boutique specializing in all things pleasure and play, from lingerie to, well, everything you can imagine and more. Visit shopcupids.com today and treat someone special to something special. Cupid's Lingerie in Bentonville, Springdale, and now in Fayetteville. Cupid's Lingerie. Enjoy.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey there, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We're starting out the new week with multiple rounds of showers and storms. Especially this afternoon, that's when the rain will become a bit more widespread and we could see a few isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. High wind and flooding will be our biggest concerns, and those temperatures this afternoon will rise into the low 80s. Upper 60s for our lows tonight with more rain and storms on the way tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
You got any eligibility left?
I don't, but I have the perfect hand.
Zach, for those of you not watching on television, is holding a baseball in his right hand.
I am. I have the perfect hand for the circle change.
Show the camera. There you go. Look at that.
It is perfect. My fingers are long enough. It covers up the seams, and I don't know.
Could you throw the slutter?
You know what? I've tried it recently.
Yeah.
I've thrown a baseball with some force, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't ever want to do that again. I've reached the point where we've hung it up for good.
You use Spider Tech?
No, but
that's the difference.
Let's just say that my rotator is in jeopardy right now.
Okay, all right. More surgery for you. Fantastic. Let's go to Melvin in Sheridan on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Yes, Melvin.
Hey, I heard y'all's promo about them called the Omaha. Don't they mean the Homahogs? They're home more now than they go to Omaha, don't they?
Melvin, we're not in charge of the
we don't have
promos.
anything to
So,
do with
I'm just giving you a hard time, but they new nickname is the Homahogs. They can't get out of the own regional.
Come on now, Melvin. Too soon. Too soon, man.
Is it too soon?
It's too
soon. Too soon. Okay, brother. Hey, I'm just sorry that they tried to hit home runs when they should have been trying to hit line drives and singles. That's all. Dude, let me ask you something. When they put that shift on and you're selfish and you try to pull the ball and you hit
Melvin!
Oh, I believe this is what the kids called. This is what the kids called being triggered here, Zach.
Melvin, 9 guys on one side of the infield, and we can't bunt it down the third baseline? What are we doing?
Yep.
Thank y'all. So y'all don't think it ain't too soon to bring that up then, right?
No,
Melvin, I'm screaming at my television. The third baseman is playing the shortstop position, and he's leaning towards second. There is a half a mile between him and third base, and we can't put down a bunt?
An infield double.
You know, Ray Charles could see where the holes was, hit the ball, and we didn't even try to get it there.
And you could hear it. I mean, you could hear the Kansas State coach going, well, we'll just keep doing it till you finally bunt, and they never did.
Yeah. You got to keep them honest, you know?
Oh, my God.
If they put 10 men in the box, you throw the ball.
Melvin, I didn't even want to bring that up today. I was like, any Little League coach knows that. Yeah. It's like they're giving you a single. Take it.
You know what? Y'all know why the pitching give out.
Why is that?
That's all we had every ball game. That's too much pressure on the pitching.
They had to be perfect. No, I don't disagree with you. They had to be perfect.
Yeah, and Molina, they didn't get what they thought they were going to get out of Molina all year.
But they won that game.
They won that
game, and they were okay. But Saturday night, you could almost feel it. The minute that Hagen gave up those runs.
And Tiger got hurt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have Gage Wood going on Sunday. You were okay.
Yeah.
You just didn't get the performances out of your pitchers that you thought you would.
How could you imagine going to work and Tommy says, hey, boys, y'all are it. That's all we got. Y'all are it. Well, I know he does that already, but.
Oh, no. It comes out more like, well, you're the only ones left.
Who's this Melvin out of nowhere? I like this guy. Wow.
Melvin, you need to call more often.
Oh, man.
Well, like I said, guys, y'all are awesome. I appreciate you, but like I said, I do hope the changes that they're talking about, they make them. And I'm going to say it one more thing before I go. Outfielders traditionally is where your power comes from. You might have a little punchy duty center fielder, but right field and left field is usually your home run hitter, and that was a far cry from what we've had this year, in my opinion. And I appreciate y'all very much, guys.
Thank you, Melvin. We appreciate you. That's a good phone call. Has Melvin called before? I feel like that name's familiar.
Melvin's called him before.
Yeah.
But I mean, he brings up the shift, and I get it. But this goes back to just sort of the mindset that we're just going to swing for the fence every single time. They were giving you a single if you could just get a bunt down, and it didn't have to be like one of those ones that goes halfway up the line and stops. You could have rolled it to the third base bag and gotten a double out of it.
Right.
I mean, they were giving it to you, and you wouldn't take it. Yeah. And that's, you're never going to go broke taking a profit.
Hey, you mentioned center fielder Wilmsmeyer. There's another guy, a transfer from Missouri, that the bat never did what they were hoping it would do with him, because he's a center fielder. He obviously is a great center fielder. Cover a lot of ground and making great catches, all that stuff. But the bat just never went the way they wanted to do. I mean, going into yesterday, what did he get yesterday? He goes 0 for 2 yesterday. He went into the game hitting 217 on the year. That they were hoping for a little more than that, I think, from their regular center fielder. That's one of the transfer guys that it didn't pan out the way they were.
I don't know if anybody else did this, but Chris in Oklahoma's just texting. He brings up a good point. He wants to know, maybe the team peaked too early. The Kansas State radio guys were talking about that. Like, this team was white hot in March and it's slowed down. They were kind of tap dancing around hey, this team may have peaked too early. But, for 4 innings, I thought Hagen Smith was as dominant as ever. But something happened when you get to that 60th pitch, and suddenly he can't find the strike zone. He's getting knocked around. He gives up the 3-run blast. And it was 2 walks, 2 hits, and a home run. And the game was essentially over at that point.
Now, Wilmsmeyer did go, he had a good weekend overall. He was, let's see here. He was 4 out of 10. I mean, he's hitting 400 on the weekend. But as far as the overall season goes, I think they planned on him being a little more than a 217 hitter as their starting center, or their pretty much starting center fielder. I mean, they use some other guys sometimes just because they were trying to get another bat in there to get hot, and it just never really happened for him.
I heard Bubba talking about this yesterday. He was talking about them just being tight, and there may be something to that.
Oh yeah,
that they got to a point after Hoover where it was like they started to feel that avalanche of pressure because they were just like, I keep going back to Stovall, but I mean, he was just a tick off.
Yep.
Balls that he normally gets to that are up in the zone, he just wasn't getting.
That's the way it always is here. People pay attention at the end of the year. It's a crucible. There's a lot of scrutiny. There's a lot of pressure because most of your fans aren't there for all 56. That's the way it is. It's a long season. People got other stuff that they're doing. But there's always more pressure at the end. And Chuck talked about this. The season began with regionals for most people. And some of these teams that Dave has had have been able to handle that. This one didn't seem like they handled it all that well.
I'll tell you,
honestly.
And I did the post game with Christian late on Saturday night into Sunday morning. I was listening to the Dave press conference, and there was just something that he said. And I know that Bubba on the broadcast yesterday was talking about the pep talk and all this, but he said something, and I went, "Whoa, they're in trouble." But it was the bunt that I don't want to call it a squeeze play because I don't think it was, but the pitch got up around the Kansas State player's neck, and he just sort of backed up, bunted it, rolls down third base line, and the runner comes in. And Dave said, "Well, if the pitch had been in the zone and we had made the play, well, we wouldn't be in that situation." Well, ifs and whats. I mean, you're just. Now we're hypothesizing, well, if we did this or we did that. You didn't. And it was like, now you're wishing and hoping. And I was like, my God, they're in trouble.
It's a results oriented thing here. And yes, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. But I mean, that's not the way the world works.
Somebody get Bubba a hiccup remedy, please.
He has the hiccups?
He had the hiccups the whole weekend.
Really?
Yeah. The whole weekend.
He didn't eat peanut butter?
Well, he's busy, and I was going to text him.
Stand on the head?
I was going to tell him to stand on his head in the corner, but I thought that would be weird.
Was he drinking too much soda? Was he nervous?
Might be. Peanut butter's the thing. So
Bubba, I used to get hiccups all the time. I'd go to these ESPN football watch parties and have like 10 sodas, and I'd have hiccups for the rest of the day. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But he had hiccups?
Yeah, he had the hiccups.
I didn't hear them yesterday. I listened to a good portion of yesterday's game until the soon-to-be Mrs. R was like, okay, you can turn it off now, because she was getting frustrated with the way things were playing out. But she did her part. She went on Saturday and they lost, so she thought, okay, I didn't go Friday, so if I don't go Sunday, they'll win. Well, it didn't work out that way. But it was a thought that counts.
Fans don't have anything to do with this. They weren't beaten by a better team. They were just it wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be. This team had just sort of tailed off towards the end.
This was not an Omaha caliber team. Like, it would have been quite a surprise if they had been able to pull off a run. There are too many holes here. I mean, they didn't score enough runs. Like, they were sixth in their own league, I think, in run differential in conference play. But it would have been surprising. And then with the injuries, with the pitching, and then with the Molina's struggles late, although he looked like was a little bit back to normal in his last couple of appearances. There wasn't enough there. And then, it was all predicated on, we talked about this for always. Well, you win the Hagen game, and then you figure out the rest. They didn't win the Hagen game, so that's it.
All their eggs in that basket.
That's it. Yeah, that's right.
And when it doesn't happen, then what do you do?
We talked about that. I mean,
a lot.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
So it frustrating, yes. Losing to SEMO, I think, is the gut kick nobody was expecting.
To me, it's more disappointing than frustrating. I don't feel frustrated. I'm just bummed.
Here's the other thing: is when Christian and I were talking about this, who's the team we didn't talk about coming into this regional? We talked about SEMO. We talked about La Tech. Who didn't we talk about?
Kansas State.
Kansas State, by the way, finished. I looked this up this morning.
La Tech got their hat handed to them. God. Oh God, get out of here! Whoa.
Kansas State finished 6th in the Big 12.
How about that?
6th.
Maybe
they're going to the Supers.
Maybe that's a good league. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's just Big 12 teams that wear purple.
Well, I would go on a crusade to have people respect their opponent no matter what league they're in, but none of you would listen to that, so I'm not even going to try. It's a waste of time. I mean, we've been fighting this argument for a decade or more, where people see the name on the front of the jersey and are like, oh, this will be easy, and then they lose in all the sports. So it's, remember was it Hofstra in basketball? So, I mean, there's an SEC built-in arrogance that is just, you can't overcome it. It's just the way it's going to be. I don't know why. All right.
What is that?
That's thunder.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or it's your stomach, one or the other.
It's not my stomach.
Okay. I heard that. I don't know if you heard that on the air.
Yeah, the lights just flickered.
Oh, they did?
Great.
Come on! Come on! All right. Well, before they go out, let me tell you about United Roofing and Waterproofing. Enjoy Viviano. They bring you the Ruscin and Zach podcast every day. And if you are, experiencing some roofing issues, maybe you look up there today and you're like, oh, little leak. Time to call Joey. Consultations are always free. UnitedRW.com or call Joey at 479-312-7369. 312-7369. United Roofing and Waterproofing. Stand by for more.
It's Monday, June 3rd. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News live, local, late-breaking update. A wet start to the work week. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is watching the radar. He has that and your 7-day forecast tonight. And with that rain in the area today, our Brett Rains looks at flooded roads in Fort Smith and what's being done to improve those issues. More than a week removed from the deadly storms in NWA, and cleanup, repairs, and rebuilding continues. Our Valerie Zhang has an update from FEMA. Now, don't forget, we're tracking all the efforts being made, including the various assistance and resources available. Where to go and everything you need to know can be found on our website, 4029tv.com, and with our free mobile app. We're also following the latest with a deadly shooting in Springdale. Finally, in sports, a disappointing end to the season for the Diamond Hogs as they were eliminated in the Fayetteville Regional. But on the bright side, only 87 days until the season opener for Razorback football. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 for all the news that impacts you.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade at Raff Mitsubishi. Bring in your old ride and make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned and get state sales tax paid. Qualified buyers can also take advantage of rates as low as 0% or bonus cash up to $5,000 on new Mitsubishis with available super all-wheel control and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Raff. Raff Mitsubishi, Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, raffmitsubishi.com.
Hey, it's James Teague. Over the years playing baseball, I've grown accustomed to closing innings, but now I'm closing cases. With almost 30 years in the business, the Teague Law Firm can help you with all family law matters, including divorce, custody, and child support. We can also help with criminal law such as traffic offenses, DWIs, and more. Call me at the Teague Law Firm at 479-877-1688. That's 479-877-1688. Visit us online at teague-law.com.
Teague Law Firm. If they can't help you, they'll talk football.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, do y'all know what time it is?
It's about 2:30.
Summertime.
It's that and a whole lot more.
And no matter what's happening, the Stadium Shop has what you need.
We have the best selection for showing off your Razorback spirit while on vacation, even Razorback swim trunks.
Graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, we have what you need for your event.
And we have what you need for that trip to Omaha.
Even a new line of hard shell luggage.
Also, Omaha tees, flags, bases, loaded hats, and the boppers.
And you can get them here at the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium. Or you can check us online at those WWNs.
Dad, let me do that before you hurt yourself. He's talking about our website, shoponrazorback.com.
And if you can't reach us there, call us at 479 Stadium.
All from the only family, alumni-owned and operated Razorback store.
South of the North Pole.
Dad, please.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Attention homeowners, storms are firing up quickly and widespread damage means thousands are reaching out for the right roofing company. Don't wait. Get on the schedule with Shamrock Roofing and Construction now for quality and peace of mind. One call does it all. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call 479-319-5100. Need new roof? Shamrock Roofing and Construction can have you covered right now for as low as $139.99 with approved credit. For quality and peace of mind, one call does it all. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call 479-319-5100.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We just heard from the NCAA. We got to go into a lightning delay.
Our show's going into a lightning delay?
I'm sorry. We got to go into a lightning delay.
I love this.
It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to be sitting at these highly charged microphones with a headphone. We're all plugged in. We could go like a Roman candle, man. So we're going to have to go into a lightning delay here. Okay.
Sit down, Junior. Unless you've done this for real, this isn't for you. Bad Leroy Brown's Jim Croce. Mix 96. Not bad.
Don't sing along with the music.
You know, funny story about Jim Croce. I went down in the mid 90s. Went down to, and I actually had to appear in front of the Alcohol Beverage Commission, I think is what, the ABC. The guy, I'm walking in, and a guy like stops me at the door, and he goes, "When you get in there, don't laugh." And I'm like, I said, "We're going to a hearing, man. This isn't laugh type stuff." He goes, "I know you. When you walk in there, do not laugh." Uh-oh. I took 3 steps inside the door. I started laughing.
Oh,
the guy who was running the commission looked just like Jim Croce.
Jim Croce, yeah.
I mean, was a dead ringer for Jim Croce.
At one point, did he ask you if you could keep time in a bottle?
Well, no? I may have, during my little period there where I was up and talking, may have slipped in, "You don't tug on Superman's cape." To which I heard, "You idiot!" Like, you don't spit into the wind.
The guy that not only gave me my driving road test, but my mother's driving road test was named Otto Graham. That's
like
a true story.
A-U-T-O?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no, O-T-T-O, like
Otto.
the quarterback.
Like the co-pilot in Airplane.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And he had glasses and this dyed black hair in a pompadour, like up and back, like fluffy, like air dried to the hilt. Oh, spectacular.
Well, yeah, we're in a lightning delay.
Is he still around? Does anybody in the Searcy area know if Otto Graham's still doing the driving test? He's been doing it for God knows how long.
So all the
you can't Google Otto Graham because
all the bad drivers in the greater Searcy area can be traced back to one guy.
That's right. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Otto.
Yeah.
Maybe you could teach him where the gas is.
I
The only
believe
Cersei driver I know is slow.
I believe Otto has passed away. I'm sad to report here.
All right.
No, I don't think that's him. It may be a different Otto Graham. This was apparently a very common name back in the day. Who knew?
Not me.
All right. So so there you go. If anybody knows the whereabouts of when you do the driving deal, you work for the state police. He had the state police uniform on.
Like
deal.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
They have a gun?
I don't know if he had a gun.
Okay.
I don't know. I actually failed the first written test because I had the old book to study from, not the new one.
That's not the reason you failed.
That is the reason.
Not the
I
reason.
had the wrong book. I got the new book and I made a 90-something. So,
DQ, how many times did you take the driving test?
Did you read the old book?
Yes. And there was stuff in there that was not in the old
much,
book.
Honestly, how much could the rules have changed?
Yeah.
It was the question. It was the material.
So you
I was
didn't-
prepared with book A and given a test over book B.
You
Well, how
didn't-
could anyone
You
succeed in
didn't
that
learn
environment?
anything. You just memorized the information for the test. Okay.
That's what I do. Yes.
DQ, how many times did you...
I took the written part twice, the driving part once.
Here's Wes.
I
and
didn't
Spring.
read the book the first time, and my dad yelled at me for it.
Wes, don't mess with me. It's not a good day today, Wes. I'm telling you.
He says you suck.
You failed before I suck. You know what? You know who's getting a ring in June? Me. You know who's not? Your coach. Wow. All right, Wes. Woo! You open the door, Wes. You open the door. You open the door. All right, Wes. Don't mess with me today. Just saying.
Good question from Bailey in Denver. Is a corn dog a poor person's beef Wellington?
No, but I love a corn dog. No.
You don't like corn dogs,
I hate
right,
corn
Zach?
dogs.
That's
Why?
so weird.
Because they're dumb. If I want nitrate on a stick, I'm going a different way.
Oh, it's the elitist thing here. They
First of all,
they ate corn dogs at Notre Dame.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. See, there you
Absolutely not.
go. Okay, fine. Yes, Otto was the name of the bus driver on The Simpsons too. Yes, thank you, Andy, on the McClarty hotline here.
Well, we were making
Oh,
autos a
Simpson.
long time ago.
Is Otto short for something? Like we don't have a lot of autos.
No.
We had a Melvin earlier, and
Yep.
yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you go over there to the Carmichael Center, you take the test, and there you go.
I guess it was different because we only had the 6 horses, and when I took it, you only had to make sure 5 of the horses were going in the right
That's
direction.
right. Oh, you had to take the buggy test.
I drove around the block. I took the written test. Bang.
He's old, I tell you.
I am old.
I remember distinctly. I don't remember much about the driving test, but I remember distinctly getting to a 3-way stop by Sidney Diener Elementary School.
Sidney Dean?
Yeah, Sidney Diener Elementary School in Searcy. And I'm like, okay, I'm basically going to throw this car into park at this 3-way stop because I'm passing this test. And I get up there and it's like, stop, look around. Okay, now we can go.
So
very exaggerated.
I don't remember who the guy was, but he was clearly nervous when he got in the car with me. Now, my father at this time was going through his midlife crisis, and he had
a Corvette or something?
No. He had a mint green V8 Volkswagen Jetta.
Not a metallic mint green.
No, it was not metallic mint green. It was like toothpaste green.
Right.
So we get into the car. Guy pops in. He goes, "This yours?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So like it's a 5-speed and all this stuff. I opened the sunroof and he goes, "No, we're not doing that." And I'm like, "Yeah, we are." I rolled down the windows, and I'm looking back on it. He should have failed me right there. But all we did was go around the block, made all my stops, my right turns, my left turns. I didn't have to parallel park or anything. And frankly, I don't know how I would parallel park today without the camera on the back of my car.
Yeah, nobody could do that.
But I can't. I'm so old now.
Mirrors.
I can't even turn around to look. Right. Like I used to, you throw your arm up around the passenger seat. I can't do that. And my neck doesn't go that far.
Wes is blaming me for the loss this weekend.
Why?
Fire him. All right, fine.
How about just leave with pay?
Okay.
Okay.
Pig Suey's on the phone here. You can join us on the phone on the McClarty Daniel hotline. The number is 866-285-4005. Yes, Pig Suey.
Yeah, man. Guys, I was seeing this trend, and back in March, I texted my chat called Disgruntled Hog Fan. That's the group name, which is very appropriate today. That we'd probably lose to Missouri State in the Super Regionals like we did a few years ago. So, contrast to compare this loss in the regionals to the Super Regional Missouri State team. It just seems like embarrassing. I just don't know how it happened. We're an SEC team. We won the SEC West. How could we lose out to SEMO? Anyway, I'll shut up and listen.
All right. They beat SEMO. They beat Missouri State in that Super in 2015. By the way, they've never lost a Super to Missouri State.
They were done.
Just for the record.
They were done after the Kansas State game.
Yes,
because
when Hagen blew up, they
exactly.
kind of blew
they
up.
were
there.
done.
Yeah.
And I know because you very rarely see outbursts from Dave in a press conference.
Well, he knew they needed it.
Well, yeah. And like I told you, I mean, when I heard him talking about, well, if we had done this, we would have won the game. I'm like, oh God, they're really in trouble. They're not focused on tomorrow. They're focused on today.
No, the first thing when I saw the clip late Saturday night of Dave, getting chippy and getting onto Bob Holt for asking the same question and going next and on and on and on. I was like, he's talking to the team. He's not talking to people in that room because the team needs to hear, pissed off Dave Van Horn. Dave is trying to light a fire under these guys, and it did not work, which is interesting, but it didn't work. But that's what he was doing there. I mean, of course, that's what he was doing there. I mean, you don't see him ever behave that way.
No.
In a press conference setting. Now, maybe, we've seen him salty in the post-game huddle and on those videos that they put out there on the propaganda arm or what have you. But but you never see him like that in a press conference. There was clearly a method to that. There was a reason behind that, and it didn't work out.
And coaches do it all the time. You deliver the message through the media, but you could see him getting a little testy with Bob and with other people in that room because he was clearly frustrated. And the first place you got to start is with the guy in charge. That's where you start the assessment. Not saying he was to blame, but that's where you start the assessment is with whoever's running the show. And I thought he got outfoxed a lot on Saturday night. And I think that the whole thing, they needed a big bounce back and they needed it early. If they had gone out and scored 4 runs in the first inning, I think they would have been okay. But the longer that thing lingered on, and then when the first home run went over, you're like, oh no. And they got down 4-0 and just couldn't fight their way back into it.
The really big thing in these postseason games are what they call these shutdown innings, where you score, and then in the next half inning, you can't let the other team score, because that is really demoralizing. When you score, and then in the next half inning, the other team doesn't score. Yeah. That's a big time. But when you score, and then in the next half inning, they score, and it doesn't, it's nothing. And as far as, I agree with you about Saturday night being key. But when Kettering hit that home run in the 5th yesterday, you could hear it on the radio. They were done. It was over. It was over at that point. It's 5-1, and because Arkansas had gotten something going in the top of the 5th finally, and you're like, okay, well, it's 4-1 now, and there's still 6, 7, 8. There's still 4 innings for Arkansas to erase a 3-run deficit, and then that Kettering kid hit the home run, and you're like, uh-oh.
I got a text 30 seconds after that thing cleared the fence. It said shock just became reality. Yeah. And you go from how are we here to, oh my gosh, it's really going to end.
Yeah, you could hear it with Phil and Bubba. Yeah. It was awfully quiet on the radio. And by the way, listen, I appreciate the constant regaling of the fact that you have TrackMan and no one else in the audience does. But TrackMan is a great tool for analyzing a pitcher's stuff and exit velo and all of this stuff. It was never intended to be the quote-unquote strike zone of record, okay? Until they change the rule, the guy behind home plate is the only vote. You get 1 vote, him. So I know what your fancy computer says, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all, because they're not going to go, wait a minute, TrackMan said that was a ball. Okay, we're changing it. It doesn't matter. All you're doing there, bringing that up, is continuing to craft the agenda, which is, well, we lost and it's the ump's fault. That's all that you're feeding into that when you do all that stuff. It's too much of a crutch. It's too much of a crutch, honestly. Feather it in every now and then. And yesterday they were much better. Yesterday I heard most of the game, and it was very good. It was actually analyzing the field on the play, the play on the field more, and not so much what the computer screen said. But man, that got very tedious on Friday and Saturday, and it's unfortunate because it's just unfortunate.
I've seen the one that the Naturals use, and yeah, it's a great tool. How reliable all of it is, I don't know. I'm not that well versed in it.
Well, I mean, it's like Moses brought it down from Sinai, apparently. Well, maybe it's not that. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know if it's calibrated right. We don't know anything about it.
Dustin,
I know the guy behind home plate in a mask gets the only vote in the building, and that's all that matters.
Dustin, out of the 717, that's Pennsylvania, has texted, someone fire Chad Morris again for this latest travesty.
Okay, they could do that.
Okay.
Bring him back and then fire him again.
All right.
Yeah. I don't understand. I need the Nate Thompson criticism explained to me. Okay, so yesterday, notwithstanding, but we talked mentally, they were cooked after Saturday night. It didn't matter who the hitting coach was. They were not going to win yesterday after what happened to them on Saturday night. On the weekend, they hit 307. But you can't gripe about the hitting coach after a weekend where you hit over 300 as a team.
They were in trouble after Saturday night. Had they come out and put up 5 in the first inning, I think they would have been fine. But they needed a spark, and they didn't get it. And was it Marmoth, the pitcher for SEMO yesterday? Man, he had them in knots.
And it was Wilma.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, Wilma. He had them in knots for 4 innings. I think he was perfect until Peyton Holt hit the home run. And he
had a no hitter.
He had a no hitter
until Holt's home run. He'd walk
and
one guy.
when he hit the home run, you're like, okay, here we go.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And it never materialized.
It was 4-1, and you're like, okay, they're going to come back in this thing. And then in the bottom of the 5th, the first hitter hit a home run, and you're like, oh, they're not going away. They're not going to fold under the pressure. And the Arkansas team is going to fold under the pressure. That's unusual, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
Mitchell Mitchell is ready for summer Sports Talk Radio. Mitchell, we got 3 months to do that. All right. If we can spend a few days on a baseball team under delivering in a regional on its home field, we're going to do that. I mean, that's the way it is.
DQ was very concerned this morning about whether or not we were going to make it through the summer. We made it through the pandemic with no sports.
And DQ has 2 weeks off. What does she care?
Yeah, you're
about?
gone for like 6 months. This
come
summer.
on.
What's up with that?
No, I'm not.
It just seems that way.
6 days.
That's a long time.
6 days.
Can we cut that
2
in
weeks? 2 weeks.
I mean, we'll fly you home private, of course, from the Yoop. Do they have an airport up there?
You got a Wheels Up account you aren't telling us about?
NetJets thing. I'll trade it out. Don't worry.
Trade it out.
Do they have an airport up there where you're going? Wow. Really?
July will be the first day that I've had off all year, that I haven't taken off, that I haven't requested off.
Okay. That's how it works.
I just find it interesting to be concerned about the summertime, and for
you're gone for
a portion of it, you're not going to be here.
You're going to be gone for 5 days. Zach's going to be gone for 5 days.
That's right.
Right,
yes.
but he's going on his
I'm
honeymoon.
going back 1 extra day than you guys.
That is a
I do
long
not
24
understand.
hours.
I am confident in our ability to waste everyone's time for 3 months. We've been doing it for 5 years.
For 5 years.
I don't have a problem.
And he's
with
going on his honeymoon. I'm going to fantasy camp.
Yeah, oh, man.
Shut up.
You know what? I'm gonna put on a Ruscin fantasy camp.
Hold on,
People should pay $5,000 to live like me for a week.
All right, so
I'm telling you.
Let me tell you what's going on this week. I'm having a little procedure done on Friday.
Okay.
Because I would not be able to perform at fantasy camp.
Oh man, oh no. That's like getting a facelift before the. Oh, come on, man.
I was gonna wait until it was getting kind of dicey. Like I had to get it done, and it's on my toe, and I can't run because my toe hurts all the time. So I'm like, well, they lost, so we don't have anything going on next week. I'm gonna do it this coming week. The doctor worked me in, and I have to get this done so that I can play running back at fantasy camp.
Oh my God, I'm gonna run my own fan. Well, I'm gonna build a commercial with the Ruscin fantasy camp. Pay $5,000 and you can live like me for a week. Roll out of bed at the 9:45. Eat whatever you want. Come in here and waste everybody's time for 5 hours every afternoon.
That's not fantasy camp. That's your mid-40s. It's the same thing.
It's crazy. All right. Let's break here. It's 18 minutes after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005. You can get in touch with us on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Brian and Gravett is down for a Ruscin fantasy camp if there are pizza bagels. You know what, Brian?
I haven't had a great pizza bagel in a long
You know what, Brian?
time.
With that kind of belief, we'll get those pizza bagels. Hickey and Hull Law Partners have you covered in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and in Mena. Hickey and Hull Law specializes in divorce, custody cases, and civil litigation. Hickey and Hull Law, with over 70 years combined experience to better serve you and the people in your community. Go to kevinhickeylaw.com or call 479-434-2414 today to schedule your consultation. Or come by their offices, Hickey and Hull Law Partners in the River Valley area, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and in Mena. kevinhickeylaw.com or 479-434-2414.
Local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BIKE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BIKE to 321-321. That's BIKE to 321-321.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
Whether it's baseball season, basketball playoffs, or hockey playoffs, experience it live this spring with Vivid Seats. With one of the most reliable rewards programs in the business, Vivid Seats makes it easy to score great deals on great seats with a 100% buyer guarantee. Plus, with Vivid Seats rewards, you can earn with every ticket purchase, including surprise seat upgrades, birthday discounts, free tickets, and more. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
Arkansas Golf and Power Sports offers the largest selection of golf and leisure vehicles with a full custom shop servicing all of Northwest Arkansas and the surrounding areas. Arkansas Golf and Power Sports offers 5 lines of golf and leisure vehicles, including Easy Go and Cushman. Arkansas Golf and Power Sports is a full-service dealership. Stop by 2733 North McConnell Avenue in Fayetteville or shop online at arpowersports.com.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
If you're interested in continuing your involvement in high school athletics and want to make some extra money, what better way to do so than by becoming an official? For information on how you can give back to student athletes in Arkansas, please contact us at 501-955-2500. Again, that's 501-955-2500. The Arkansas Activities Association is looking for sports officials, and you may be the answer.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Lindsay and Associates are celebrating their 50th year in the real estate business and are the leading real estate company in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're listing, selling, or leasing, Lindsay and Associates can handle all your real estate needs. With over 200 professionally trained agents and 3 convenient locations in Fayetteville, Rogers, and Bentonville, Lindsay and Associates is a winning choice. Go to lindsay.com to search all the current real estate inventory. At Lindsay and Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
What's going on the grill tonight? Well, whatever it is, you'll find only the best at Richard's Country Meat Market. From the aroma of steak to perfectly flavored gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs on the grill. This summer will be a feast for the senses. Whether you're cooking up an inspired new recipe or a favorite family dish, visit Richard's Country Meat Market for the best meats in town. And Richard's makes it easy with curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 479-443-0000 for ready-to-grill kebabs, bacon-wrapped fillets, perfectly flavored gourmet beef patties, quarter-pound beef franks, and shop-made sausages. You don't even have to worry about the sides or desserts because Richard's has you covered with their home-style recipes. So for an irresistibly delicious summer meal on the grill, stop by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
News is brought to you by the Good Chair because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you would like a seat. Good Chair baseball team season ended in the regional round with a 6-3 loss to Southeast Missouri yesterday out at Baum-Walker Stadium. This came on the heels of a 7-6 loss to Kansas State on Saturday night. Arkansas finishes up the season 44-16. Oh, by the way, Kansas State won the regional, beat SEMO yesterday afternoon. Before we get to the polls, there's a $600 charge if you throw up at the venue.
That's correct.
Question.
Yep.
Let's say nobody sees you throw up.
Oh, people will know.
What if you just go to the bathroom and it happens and then you walk out?
That might be okay.
Oh, the bathroom's okay.
If it's in a proper, toilet receptacle.
No. I mean, like on the floor.
No, that's $600.
Now,
$600.
will that get passed on to everybody?
No.
Like if we don't.
That is going to the. That is not a cost we are willing to absorb.
But here's my question: is if you don't know who did it, how are you going to? Who's getting blamed?
Well, that's when the lawyers get involved. I guess. I don't know.
Huh. I don't want that spread around. All the guests get charged $60. That's not cool.
It'd be unfortunate, but these are the rules.
We ask this because Ty is now attending.
Yeah, he's
So
he won't be in Omaha.
No, that was the hang up.
Yeah,
hate to say we told you.
He's sitting at DQ's table too.
Really?
Yeah.
DQ, you good with that?
With Concrete Head and the whole crowd over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And kid's sitting with me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. In the front.
Can I make a trade?
I don't.
Dude, this self-tanner thing she's going through. Brother, listen.
With the mitt?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not great. DQ's got your polls.
Okay. DQ.
Okay, Ruscin and Zach X polls. Are you ready to move on to football season? Or are you just going to take a break from sports for a bit? 79% said that they want to take a break.
Okay.
How do you prefer your sitcoms? With a laugh track or without?
Those people are dead.
So?
Okay.
Well, not if it's in front of a live audience.
Yeah,
well, that's not a laugh track.
In the new one.
That's not a laugh track. A laugh track is that recorded thing that was recorded in the 50s.
Okay, well, I mean...
Those people are dead.
I mean with laughter.
Oh, with laughter. Okay.
Cheers
right.
was filmed
with
in front of a
laughter
live
behind
studio audience.
68% 8% said that they prefer it without the laugh track, which I do as well.
Okay.
If you were a baseball player, would you wear the long pants or the knee length pants?
Knee length all day long.
52% said knee length. I thought more people would say the long pants.
It's the old school
I don't
look.
know. I don't know why.
It's the old school look. It's cleaner.
I just do not like
It
them.
is clean.
Somebody said the long pants look like pajamas.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Oh, and I'm watching some of these games. Most of the baseball coaches in a college have gone to the some sort of a pullover and the baseball pants. And then there's the coach at Georgia Tech last night, who not only is in full uniform, but he's got an ink pen clipped to the top of. That's what I want. That's my coach. That is my coach right there.
Yeah, I love
that guy's whatever his name is. I'll look it up here, but that is what a full uniform. That and the ink pen. Danny Hall. God bless you, Danny Hall. You're okay in my book. Danny Hall's almost 70 years of age. He's out there in the uniform with an ink pen clipped to the top.
That's how we used to do it.
I love it. We were a proper country. Very good. All right, thank you. DQ, what else you got?
Okay, our last one is if you break a pay it forward chain in the drive-thru, will you have bad karma?
Yes.
23% believe that you will. 75% say that you will not have bad karma. And those are your Ruscin and Zach Twitter polls. Go touch grass.
All right, thank you, DQ. Half past the hour. You're on Ruscin and Zach.
The more dry you say that, with as little emphasis as possible, is perfect. Right. Go touch grass.
That's right.
Courage.
Dan Rather reporting. Courage. Yeah. Let's see here. Got text coming in here. People are still, I guess people are calming down to a certain extent. Here's a text from Mississippi. It's Wes in Fayetteville on a Mississippi number here. A great point by Derek on Nate. Fans want everyone fired because teams don't play or win how the fans want. Well, again, like I said earlier, it's not all the fans' fault, because at every turn, the program is more than willing to tell you that they are built for Omaha, and they've got another top signing class on top of another top signing class on top of another top signing class. So the fans hear all this. What are they supposed to expect? You to finish 5th in the West? I mean, they expect the championship, and you've been there 7 other times. People expect the championship. And in life, I have experienced that if you promise people Herman's and you deliver Burger King, people are going to be upset. That's just the way the deal works. I mean, that's it. And these people were promised Herman's, and they didn't get Herman's. They got they got rallies or whatever. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Rallies.
Nothing's wrong with rallies. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something. I don't want to pick on Burger King. I like Burger King.
You had Burger King today.
I did have Burger King today. Maybe that's why it's front of mind. But you buy a you buy a Bugatti and then they deliver a Kia. You're like, well, wait a minute. This is not what I paid for. This is how people are upset. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's what it is. So until they push a responsible and reasonable narrative about sports, you're going to get people who get mad about this stuff.
Well, they're never going to do that because it's always spin. Right. We're always spinning to the positive.
Right.
And there's a place for that. I mean, I don't know that it's called journalism. It is propaganda, but
they don't do journalism.
No, they don't do journalism. It's dead.
It is dead.
It is long since dead.
They don't do it over there. It's propaganda.
And that's the world we live in. And again, this is what I was talking about. Like, there are two factions of this fan base. There's the ones that are angry today, and then there's the defenders. And the defenders are the ones that are, well, Dave's the GOAT and this, and he loves Arkansas.
He's not the GOAT.
He's not.
He's not the GOAT. We got to stop that.
And
he's very good.
Somewhere in the middle are the people going, yeah, he's good, but he's had some postseason struggles. I don't think that's unfair. But was it George Carlin that said, George Carlin said, we can disagree. Don't be disagreeable.
Any other coach would have to answer for back-to-back eliminations on your home field in the regionals. Dave doesn't have to answer for it, apparently. Or no one has to answer for it over there, apparently, in the building. We'll see if anything happens here. But any other sport, they ran Mike Anderson out of here because he went to the NCAA tournament and never won anything. They did. And this has happened 2 years in a row. And again, I don't think anybody, I don't know if anybody should be fired, but I mean, you can't. How can you present this exact same thing to the people for a third year in a row and expect them to buy in? After the last 2 years, you've presented it a certain way, and it's resulted in losing in a regional on your home field. Like, again, eventually people smarten up and go, wait a minute. We're doing this again? Really? I mean,
been doing this for 20 years.
22 years.
22 years doing this.
Yep.
And at some point you go, okay, do we need not an overhaul, but do we need to change the methodology that we're going through? I asked you this question. When they were in 2018, that team was really, really good. And that team was fundamentally sound. Who were the assistant coaches?
I think Tony and Wes were.
Okay. This is just something I've noticed over the last couple of years. You can have the strongest head coach you want. Head coach is the CEO of a program. He administers the whole program. The last thing that he does is coach. You have to have A, really strong, and B, very smart lieutenants. You have 2 guys or 3 guys or whatever sport you're playing that are top-level guys. Look at Cal's guys. They're top-level guys, man. And they're going to do the bulk of your coaching. They're going to do the bulk of your instruction. And they're going to be the guys that have more conversations with their players. It's very true in football. Position coaches are the guys that have the most influence. If you're strong there, you're going to be good. You're going to be really, really good. And, I don't know anything about how the structure of the baseball program works, but something in their DNA in that building has to change. If the championship is the goal.
Maybe it's not the goal.
If you want to go to Omaha and win 40 games a year, man, you're doing great. Model of consistency. But it's Marty Schottenheimer football. You're right there. You got a chance. You're just kind of waiting for the breakthrough, and it just hasn't happened yet.
Right. Now the Josefa says I can't compare Mike Anderson to Dave Van Horn. The key difference here that I did not mention a moment ago that I mentioned in the first hour when we talked about this is Dave has a lot more credit in the bank built up with the fans. Mike did not. That is the difference, though. Because, I mean, first-round exits are first-round exits, okay? And for whatever reason, Dave gets a pass. Other coaches haven't gotten a pass on these sorts of things. One of the reasons is the 7 trips to the College World Series. That's the reason for getting the pass. But how can you bring back that entire organization intact after 2 straight eliminations in the regional round on your home field? People are just going to say, all right, well, we'll try it again. In any other sport, people would be losing their mind. You've got to fire coordinators. You got to do this and get that. And there is some of that. Maybe Nate Thompson's not the problem. Maybe it's the other assistant coach. Matt Hobbs is skating today from the criticism from the people. It's all Nate Thompson's wearing it. Maybe that's what it is. But it would just, like, if you have, in football, you have the head coach and 2 coordinators. If you went 6-6 2 years in a row, you would not be saying, all right, let's just try it again. You would not be saying that. But in baseball, that's what you do.
But they didn't go 6-6.
It's the equivalent, though. For this program, it's the equivalent. To me.
Man.
Regionals are pedestrian around here. They are.
They won 44 games, which is a good number. It's a really, really good number. It's a disappointing end to this season. Last season was a disappointing end. And this goes back to my original point, which is Dave didn't get dumb overnight. He didn't forget how to coach. He didn't forget how to recruit. Something is off. And I'll tell you this, and I've seen this recently in a program on that campus. One player gets out of whack, it can sink the whole thing.
Yep.
You get a disgruntled clubhouse or locker room, the whole thing can get sunk. They can be such a malcontent that they can bring everybody else down. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying it could be something that simple, where you remove a player or players from a locker room, and Sam talked about it in the spring. Man, we moved some guys out, and the culture got better. That's what they're talking about with culture is if you've got a malcontent in your locker room, you've got a problem, especially if that player is important and one of those people that you are relying on. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm saying it simply could be as simple as that. That could be the simplest explanation.
Well, the only thing we can say is that we don't play, so we're not allowed to have an opinion on any of this.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
It's not always that easy to play here. There's a lot of people that are fans, good fans. Some aren't so great fans.
On ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Robert and Victoria wanted to sell their property in Bella Vista. They turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group. From the moment they met with the Limbird team, Robert and Victoria knew they were in good hands. The team listened carefully to their needs and goals, and they developed a plan to sell the land quickly and efficiently. Over the next few weeks, Limbird Real Estate Group worked tirelessly to market the property and generate interest from potential buyers. They leveraged their extensive network of contacts and used innovative marketing strategies to get the word out about the land. Before they knew it, Robert and Victoria had multiple offers on the table. The team at Limbird helped them evaluate each offer and ultimately chose the one that was best for them. Robert and Victoria were not only satisfied with the results, but also impressed with how Limbird handled the entire process. They've been through the real estate process before, but this was by far the smoothest and most efficient experience they've ever had. Find out more about it at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hey, Arkansas, are you feeling lucky? Because the Lotto jackpot is seriously over $2 million right now. A jackpot this high won't last long. And this one is only one in Arkansas. Some lucky player could be buying the winning ticket right now. Play twice a week for your chance at a life-changing jackpot. Tickets start at only $2. Don't miss Lotto, only in Arkansas. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Get ready to roll this season with huge savings during New Holland's Ready to Roll sales event going on now at WT Equipment. Right now, get 0% financing up to 48 months on hay tools, 60 months on mid-range tractors, and 72 months on compacts. Or choose cash back and save thousands. Whether you need consistent strength and efficiency for your daily grind or an upgrade for the weekend chores, WT has the machines you need with the deals you want. Subject to credit approval, standard term conditions and restrictions apply. Down payment may be required. WT Equipment, your partner in progress.
Time again to listen in on the smarter guys at Stiff Plumbing and HVAC.
In about 40 days, we're looking at temperatures in the 90s, many of those days in the high 90s, several over 100.
We'll see about 100 days of high temps.
As soon as it gets warm, people will discover their air conditioner isn't working.
Don't wait until the last minute. Call Stiff Plumbing and HVAC today for your spring AC tune-up.
You'd check the oil and tire pressure before driving off on your summer vacation. Well, check the motors, the relays, the start capacitors before the summer heat.
Get your air conditioner to peak performance right now.
Call 751-9691 or online at STITH Plumbing and HVAC.com. Tune in next time to hear Brett say,
I turn my air on when it hits 84.
Me too.
On the next episode of the Smarter Guys at Stiff Plumbing and HVAC.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Discover the Cigar District, just off the Bentonville Square, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 7, and Saturdays, noon to 6. Arkansas's exclusive Davidoff appointed merchant, offering rare and limited edition cigars, along with 1,500 varieties from leading and boutique brands. Join the Cigar District's private membership cigar club to enjoy their rooftop patio and BYOB perks. Whether you're a seasoned aficionado or simply curious, visit the Cigar District in downtown Bentonville and online at thecigardistrict.com. The Cigar District, where the cigar experience is reimagined.
Hey there, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We're starting out the new week with multiple rounds of showers and storms. Especially this afternoon, that's when the rain will become a bit more widespread and we could see a few isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. High wind and flooding will be our biggest concerns, and those temperatures this afternoon will rise into the low 80s. Upper 60s for our lows tonight with more rain and storms on the way tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast.
ESPN
ESPN 99.5. Live across Arkansas, this is Ruscin and Zach.
Ruscin and Zach has been streaming 157 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, somebody streamed us. I assume they were listening to the game in Isla Mujeres, Mexico. It's down in the Gulf.
Oh, wow. I don't think you can listen to the game down there
I don't
on
know.
our app.
Somebody was listening to something.
Maybe they turned the firewall off. I don't know.
You never know what I do.
That's right.
You never know.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, we got we're bringing back the SEC report here on Ruscin and Zach. Thanks to the great people at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness in Springdale. We'll be bringing you back the SEC report. So we're going to start that now. We don't have any fanfare or anything prepared here. Just talking about the SEC and how great it is.
We'll have fanfare. I'll get you some fanfare.
Okay. If there was like an SEC theme song we could use, but the one that they have for the network is kind of lame, so I don't like that. We'll work on it. As with everything here, it's a work in progress. I will update you on.
No,
yeah, but that's the old theme. They're not on CBS
yeah,
anymore.
Big Ten now.
Yeah. Well,
we'll work on it.
It'll come to us.
Yeah.
It always does.
All right, fire
You
away.
can't force it. You just have to let it happen. I will update you on a SEC team in a winner-take-all regional game, a Game 7 in Stillwater. It is currently Florida 3, Oklahoma State 1 in the top of the 5th, but Oklahoma State, who is the visiting team, has the bases loaded with 1 out.
Can I borrow one of them beer hats?
They don't do that over there. That's a uniquely bomb stadium thing. And Florida's left-handed pitcher keeps spiking curveballs and falling behind in the count here. So Oklahoma State, the school of one of our interns here, Pistol, who you will hear from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay,
CD will be here tomorrow.
right. That's the other intern.
She's a big Cowboys fan.
We call her CD, like CD Lamb. That's what we're working with.
Like CD Lamb, CD is unsigned as well.
That's right. Yes. So,
yeah,
yes. And none of these nicknames are approved, by the way. So
yeah,
there you go.
Pistol didn't. She liked hers, so we're good there.
Yeah. But anyway, Florida is leading 3-1 in that game. Elsewhere today, the LSU Tigers are in action a bit later on. They're the home team against North Carolina in a winner-take-all game in Chapel Hill, 5 o'clock ESPN2. And a soon-to-be SEC, we're less than a month away now. Oklahoma is trying to finish off the Norman Regional winner-take-all game with the upstart UConn Huskies tonight at 8 on ESPN2 from Norman, and that just awful ballpark that they have there. I bet that place sucks. Terrible.
That'll be an SEC ballpark next year, and that will be against the talking points that we get handed to us.
One of these fake carpet infields. Which, if you've got like a high school or one of these like city league fields, I don't have a problem with it. But if you're going to be in the SEC, there should be a minimal requirement that you have actual dirt on your infield and on your pitcher's mound. What you do with the rest of it, I don't care. But this is ridiculous. What
Mickey
are we doing?
Mouse
here?
is the word you're looking for.
Mickey Mouse, exactly. Yeah.
How Mickey catches a stray on that, I don't know.
And Texas is worse. They still have the stupid sliding pits on their turf field. You remember the brown like cutout things? They don't even have the whole diamond. And what are we doing here? The SEC should have a minimal dirt infield requirement.
We got to give them some years to get used to it. They're coming out.
Okay,
of the Big
we'll
12.
give them a couple provisional.
We really
years.
can't say anything bad about the Big 12, especially the teams that wear purple.
No, it's 2 years. It's a fair point. Yeah. Oklahoma State just got a sack fly. It's 3-2 Florida in the top of the 5th. There's 2 outs now for the Cowboys, who again are the visiting team in this game because they lost the coin toss.
One other thing I'd like to add on the SEC report brought to you by
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness in Springdale.
Thank you. I had to go dig up what I was talking about. The odds came out to win the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Georgia, of course. I think everybody's kind of figured that. Georgia, Ohio State, Texas, Oregon, the top 4.
Okay.
Georgia's 3-1. Arkansas made the list.
Yeah.
1,000-1.
Okay.
To win the college. Now, they are in a group.
Does Z like their chances?
Oh, my God, Chuck, I love their chances. Here's the group that they are in with. at 1,000 to 1 to win the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Iowa State, Liberty, Michigan State, UNC, Pittsburgh, Rutgers, South Carolina, and West Virginia.
It's good company is what that is.
Now, just if that doesn't make you feel good, how about Mississippi State at 2,000 to 1?
Ooh.
Yeah, not great. I like their chances against that schedule, Chuck.
Okay. There it is.
Ole Miss 15 to 1. Bama's 13 to 1.
Yeah.
And here's the fun one. Texas A&M and Tennessee both 50 to 1.
All right. I do like that Texas A&M actually has a grown-up in charge of the football program now, and
Mike
not
Elko?
yeah, and not the clown that Jimbo Fisher had become. So they've got a leader. They're getting talent. They could be a problem. I mean, they've been a problem here for
they've always
12
had
years.
talent.
Right,
It's
but now
just
they have a grown-up in the room now.
They do. We think.
Yeah.
Everywhere Elko left Notre Dame a couple of years ago, went to Duke, and everybody was like, "Oh, why would you go to Duke?" Well, they were pretty tough last year.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's right. All right, and one more SEC note here. As far as the Supers go, Georgia moves on, Kentucky moves on, Tennessee and Texas A&M moving on to the Super Regionals. So there you go. Kentucky's trying to go to their first College World Series in the program history.
Yeah.
Tennessee's been before. They never won the thing.
Evansville advanced today.
The Evansville Purple Aces.
They played East Carolina,
They did.
which only goes to prove you don't need all the fancy buildings. You don't need all your labs and all the track bands and all that stuff. What you need, good baseball players and good coaches. You do that, you'll advance.
Neither of those teams are in the SEC, Zach, so they are disqualified from discussing in the SEC report.
Guys,
brought to you by VG Aesthetics and Wellness.
If the weekend holds up, I think the ACC might be the best league this year.
Okay. But again, you can't say that in the SEC reports.
I know. But we were talking about this earlier. I mean, who's the most dominant team in the league this year? Is it A&M? Is it 10? I'd be terrified of Tennessee right now.
There are no great teams.
Okay.
I'd be terrified of LSU right now,
Really?
honestly. Oh, yeah.
I think LSU will get bounced tonight.
I don't. I think they're going to.
The scary thing about Tennessee is like Tennessee flew, and this is odd for them. They were so under the radar for 2 months. Like nobody knew anything about them. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, Tennessee's playing really well.
Yeah.
Really, really well.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
Go figure.
I mean, it's like he's done this before, but I mean, they had that year where they raced out, they were 33-0 and then crashed. Yeah. Then they started a little bit slower and now they are really playing well and they're feeling it and they're going to be at home against Evansville.
All right. Well, that is our SEC reports. Yeah, Tennessee and Evansville in a Super.
Purple
just go ahead and book your tickets now if you're to Tennessee. Good grief.
See, now we said that.
It's over.
We said
it's
that.
over.
The fourth softest regional.
It's over.
Ugh.
It's over. Well, that's the 8th softest Super is Tennessee versus Evansville.
It's
honestly
not great. It's not great.
No. All right. That's the 4 seed. That is the number 1 team in the tournament against the because that's the 4 seed in the 16th regional. That's the 4 seed. That's the 64th team in the tournament. All right. Your SEC report is brought to you by Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. They are ready to help you kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer detailed programs for all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. In-office and telemedicine visits are available. They've got special packages for weight loss alone, or if you're looking for weight loss and hormone optimization. Mention you heard this on Ruscin and Zach and get 10% off your first package. So to schedule your medical consultation with Vici Aesthetics and Wellness and get started on the number 1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors, call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness at 479-343-8424. 343-8424. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness bringing you the SEC report. Yes, sir.
South Carolina's job is open.
Yes, it is.
They let go.
Mark Kingston is gone.
Thank you.
Their fans are happy about that.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't like him.
Okay.
He didn't win enough for them. Yeah, they didn't like him.
Okay. That I would think that would be a.
And then he made the
coveted
tournament,
job.
and people were worried. Oh, this is going to give him like Like, remember when the Ole Miss fans wanted Bianco fired and then they won the College World Series? And they're like, well, we can't fire him now.
No.
They were worried about that at South Carolina. They don't have to worry anymore. Mark Kingston is out, and that's a good job.
It is a good job.
A good job. I don't know how good it is now that Tennessee's actually trying and Georgia's trying, but that's historically has been the best job in that kind of portion of the league map. And Kentucky's good now. It might be a little bit more difficult than it used to be. But South Carolina, I mean, they've got natties on the wall out there. They've done it. Ray Tanner, your AD is the former baseball coach. I think you're going to have resources. It's a good job. Who are they going to get? That's the question. Maybe they'll hire Nate Thompson. I don't know. We'll see. Ruscin and Zach here on ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005 gets you in here on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Here's someone willing to, give them Nate Thompson for a low, low price.
Nate catching strays. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. We're going to rally.
And Matt Hobbs has his feet propped up watching the world burn, man. He's not getting any criticism today from the fans. None whatsoever. That's wild, I tell you. Wild. All right, we'll be right back.
It's Monday, June 3rd. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Live, local, late-breaking update. A wet start to the work week. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is watching the radar. He has that and your 7-day forecast tonight. And with that rain in the area today, our Brett Rains looks at flooded roads in Fort Smith and what's being done to improve those issues. More than a week removed from the deadly storms in NWA, and cleanup, repairs, and rebuilding continues. Our Valerie Zhang has an update from FEMA. Now, don't forget, we're tracking all the efforts being made, including the various assistance and resources available, where to go, and everything you need to know can be found on our website, 4029tv.com, and with our free mobile app. We're also following the latest with a deadly shooting in Springdale. Finally, in sports, a disappointing end to the season for the Diamond Hogs as they were eliminated in the Fayetteville Regional. But on the bright side, only 87 days until the season opener for Razorback football. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 for all the news that impacts you.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
At Our Best Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we recognize, serve, and support communities of all kinds. From small towns to big cities, business startups to large companies, young families to seniors, and those with shared backgrounds and interests. We value your contributions and are proud to work alongside you, because every community deserves a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
DJ Williams in the building talking about testosterone therapy in Rogers, Arkansas. Tell me about it.
First, let me let you know it's testosterone replacement therapy. Not only your energy, but helps that muscle mass and even lifts your mood. That's big time. It's perfect for anyone that just wants to feel a little bit younger and a little bit stronger.
So you said the clinic name is MD Hair Labs and Vitality. They're located in Rogers next to Topgolf. And all you guys got to do is go to mdhairlabs.com to schedule your free testosterone consultation today.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers or Griggs Covington in Farmington.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule, the golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline, 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Goddamn boring. I just saw a commercial. Listen, I like to be an optimistic guy and give things a chance. What? But man, these summer 30 for 30s look absolutely terrible. I mean, they just look like they're bad.
There was one that
the most interesting one to me looks like the Michael Chang one. I'm intrigued. Yeah, I'm intrigued about Michael Chang. What happened to that guy? I want to know.
The one that's interesting to me is the one the week came for the riot.
Oh, we're Vancouver. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That looks interesting.
There's one about esports. Pass. There's one about Dude Perfect. Pass. And then there's another one besides the one we mentioned. I can't remember what the. Oh, there's one about, I guess, the Ben Johnson doping in the Olympics or something like that. False positive, it's called.
All right.
That's moderately amusing.
Remember when we were getting documentaries every month during the pandemic? And man, we dove into documentaries.
Yeah, and then they became derivative, and now they're all exactly the same, and I can't watch them. It's just 90 minutes.
Dance.
The Last Dance was the last great documentary.
It was a Michael Jordan infomercial, but
yeah, I mean, he ran it the way he wanted to run it. Yes,
and then we got the Jeter thing and the Brady thing spun out of that, and they ran that into
none of that. I haven't watched any of that. It can't be good.
I haven't seen a great one where I was just fascinated with every facet of every episode. I've watched a couple recently, and they're good.
I remember. It'll never be as good. I don't know who runs 30 for 30 now, but it is not. It is the quality has fallen off dramatically.
So I got rid of Bob Lee and Jeremy Schaap and all the people that did all the investigation.
Well, Bill Simmons, it was all his idea back in 2009. And of course, he's not with the company anymore. And hasn't been for some time, so that's part of it. I wonder if he still gets paid on all this stuff, because
I would imagine
he created
the
all.
original stuff.
But again, I want to give stuff a chance and all, but some of this stuff was just like the Netflix American Gladiators doc was way better than the one on ESPN. Way better.
Yes. Well, they also have more time and resources and to devote to it.
Yeah. But some of these are just, I'll tell you a good documentary I watched.
This ought to be good. DQ, buckle up.
Not that long ago.
Uh-huh.
This is recent. It's on Max. The one about the Oklahoma City bombing that
Okay.
Katie Couric's company produced.
Yep.
That was pretty good, pretty thorough. You know, a documentary is based on a mixture of things you know with things and images you don't know or haven't seen, and there was a good mixture. I mean, of course, did we see some of those terrible images? Yes, but we also saw a lot of stuff that you didn't see or know before. That's a pretty good one. Recommend
Second
that.
day in this business was that day.
There's also one on Max on the history of Stax Records over in Memphis.
Okay, now you're waning.
Otis Redding, Sam and Dave.
You're
Those
waning
guys,
a little bit.
pretty good.
Now, who's better, Sam or Dave?
Well, they were a duo.
No,
Sam
that's
and
not what I
Dave,
asked.
Soul Man.
Look,
I mean, come on.
Who was better, George Michael or Andrew Ridgely?
Well, in that one, that's an easy one.
Well,
I don't know who's better, Sam or Dave. They're kind of
Sam sang
who sang lead? Sam.
Sam.
All right, we'll go with Sam now.
Okay.
Sam Cooke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He also did. He went solo afterwards. We never heard from Dave after.
You do Midnight Hour?
He did.
I've been listening to that
What's
lately.
that? Don't know much about history.
Oh yeah.
Don't know much about that.
Yeah.
That's a Sam Cooke song.
Yeah.
When Bluto's running around the cafeteria.
DQ, you get into what's that song called that I just mentioned? In the Midnight Hour. It's Wilson Pickett. Sorry, In the Midnight Hour, Wilson Pickett. That's a good record.
That's a good record. Wilson Pickett,
Good
very
record.
underrated.
Yeah.
You like Hall or Oates?
Hall.
Why?
Because his name's first.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, John Oates is the guy that writes plays and does all of it. He's just the face and the voice.
Okay, fine. Oates.
Okay. All right.
I don't care.
Here's a text of the 501. Try 3 Mile Island. You know what? I watched that. Man,
Was it good?
It's too long.
Oh, it is.
It takes too long to get to the business end of it.
I see. Is it better than Chernobyl?
Chernobyl wasn't a documentary.
No, but
it was it
not
was
a lot of yucks
series.
there.
No. Until the end, when the Russians only claimed 30 guys died.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you're like, what?
All right, I'll try that out.
3 Mile Island?
Yeah,
You'll hate it.
What's it on? Where's that? Where's that
I
located
forget.
at? Is that a Netflix thing?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, you'll hate it. You won't make it 15 minutes.
All right. I don't know. Netflix is having a glow up again, man. They're getting sports. They're having all this stuff.
The Tyson fight got pushed back because
Yeah.
Mike's got a ulcer.
Yeah.
So there goes summer. Now there's a good one. Big Jake and Elvis is right. Skinwalker Ranch.
What's that?
It's about the evil spirits that roam a particular ranch. I've watched that. That's actually really good. It's out in Arizona, Colorado, something like that.
Okay.
It's a good
All
one.
right. Okay. Who you got, Rogers or Hammerstein? Good question. After on the McClarty Daniel hotline. You can join us, 866-285-4005. I'm going to Rogers because they named the theater after him. Richard Rogers.
Okay.
So
was it Will Rogers?
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
Richard
Buck
Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein.
Not Buck Rogers.
No. Not Fred Rogers either.
Oh, Fred Rogers.
Oregon State has punched a ticket to the College World Series. They will face Oregon. No, Oregon State will face Kentucky. Sorry.
In
In
now
these
that will
supers.
be in Kentucky.
In
correct?
Lexington. That's correct. Yes. There you go. All right.
Bird or Ernie?
I always like Ernie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was Team Ernie there. Yeah. I don't know why. It was that sweater he wore. Bird had a long head too. Big long. It was weird looking. I don't know.
Bird also he would take his nose off. And
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think I liked that as a
That
kid.
freaked me out as a child. I didn't like when he did that.
Right. You know my favorite one though? Snuffleupagus. My favorite.
Oh boy.
I love Snuffleupagus. I don't know why.
Snuffy was a real guy. I mean, he's a real dude.
Snuffy, yeah. That's right. I liked him.
Here you go. Simon or Garfunkel. Back-to-back texts.
Simon.
Here's the weird thing. The song that they are most known for, performed by
Garfunkel.
Art Garfunkel.
Bridge over Curveball.
That's
That's Simon wrote it though.
I'm just saying. I mean, the song that they are most associated with, Art Garfunkel.
I'm Paul Simon all the way there.
Oh yeah, he had a better career. What's Art? I think Art's doing he's in the theater now.
I don't know.
I hear Seth from Elk River. Which one of you is Bert? Which one's Ernie?
I don't know. You got
DQ?
a long head.
I'm That wasn't very nice.
Well, they don't like that.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying that wasn't very nice. DQ, who's Bert? Who's Ernie?
When are we supposed to be nice? Come on.
Now we have to.
This is sports radio. We're
I
not
know
nice.
we're moving out of the sports portion of the day because I think everybody's done.
Yeah, I still have a couple of things I want to say, but yeah, I mean, I understand that people want to move on. It makes them feel icky. This is what we do.
We like
when they win, you can't talk about it enough. When you're lose,
Right.
you want to go hide somewhere. And
Ty did point out that in the post game yesterday that we would have a good time now that it was summertime radio and we could do basically what we want.
He could be us.
Ty?
Yeah, he could do it.
Yeah,
he's just he has mentioned so many times how like stressed out he gets about all these shows. I'm like, you just gotta go free and easy, man.
Drink. That's what we do.
Right. Now, it is difficult when you're the guy who signs your check is in the room with you every day. But I mean, he could do it. He could pull it off.
Here's this word again. Yeah. Text out of the 870. You guys are the palate cleanser.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
is
know
that
what
a compliment?
I think that's a compliment. I think.
What is a palate cleanser? Like when you drink coffee between sipping glasses of wine? Or what is it you do to, what was that?
You smell coffee beans.
You smell coffee beans.
When
That's
you're
right.
smelling perfume.
That's right.
Wait, hold on. Back up. What?
When you're picking out a perfume, they have little things of coffee beans so you can smell them so you don't have the scent of the last perfume that you
DQ, they don't have
smelled.
that at the Walmart when you're sniffing perfumes. Have you ever experienced that?
No, I haven't bought it.
And I'm now all in on this because I spoke with someone over the weekend who calls it the Walmart. So I'm all in on this now. Everything is going to be the Walmart.
They're just calling it the?
Yeah, the Facebook.
Good.
All over it.
Right. You smell coffee beans. Yeah, I've heard of that.
I've never heard of that
done
before.
that. I haven't done it. Any other popular palate cleansers? Our lines are open 866-285-4005. All right.
Tommy told Robert that Joe Bananarama sucked.
Wow, that's bold.
Wow.
That's bold
Like
right
to
there.
his face?
Wow, that's bold.
Huh.
That is bold.
Oh,
right there.
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some breaking news here. Something that I think we can all get behind. Give me the
Sorbet is a palate cleanser, apparently.
Kevin in Great Grove has texted his electric bill this month, $48.35. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
He sent us a photo of his bill.
Right.
Look at that. We got the same power company. Boy, they
Wow.
hate us.
Yeah, you're not helping out.
No.
Look
Good
at
for
that.
you, man.
What, you just sit in the dark all day?
Yes.
Unplug everything?
Yes, I've shut off my water heater.
That's great, man. Congratulations, you guys. You are 2 steps above being pioneers. Way to go. Good
It's like
grief.
Little House on the Prairie.
I
in
know. Paw Ingalls over
That's
here.
right. If I could put a canopy over my house, I would. Keep the sun away.
You get a big umbrella.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I would do it like Walter White. Put the thing over the house, when it's being exterminated.
Oh, you wanted to tent the house.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I forgot that he made. I was watching that Saturday. I forgot that he made a tape saying that it was all Hank's doing.
Yeah.
Hank was running.
Yeah, he did.
I
Yeah, he
forgot
did.
about that.
Tossed Hank right under the bus.
Hey, he's lying to Walter Jr. God, what a terrible person. Oh, man. What a show.
House Farm says, and did you hear that Robert Mann said on the air last week that me, have no taste in guitarists or cars? Probably because I didn't play the axe.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
don't. You're not
Yeah,
allowed to
I'm
have an
not-
opinion. We learned today. If you didn't play, just shut up.
Yep.
But to all these athletes that say you didn't play, so you can't have a say in anything. Well, you never were a fan, so you don't get to tell us what to do out here. We can do this all day. I'm built for this. We can do this all day. Oh, you've never written an article. You can't tell the media what to do. You can't tell Hutch what to write. I mean, you've never hosted a show. You can't tell us what to say. Like, we can do this.
Anybody checked on Hutch today? He was doing one of his back and forths yesterday.
He wrote a big piece on Best of Arkansas Sports about Nate Thompson and everybody wanting that guy fired. So whether Hog Nation's Fire Nate Thompson movement has merit or not. Well, that was written by someone else at Best of Arkansas Sports, not Hutch, but yeah, he's out there. Most damning stats from Arkansas's loss in Fayetteville Regional go beyond hitting.
Okay.
All right, so that's what Hutch has up on Best of Arkansas Sports. You want to do that? Here's I said I have a couple more things I wanted to say about this. Here's one of them. If you're Dave and you've aligned everything for Hagen, the whole strategy over the last 2 weeks was Hagen to get him rest. Only through 2 innings in Hoover. Got an extra day of rest before Saturday night's game. You cannot come out and say yesterday, well, he got tired. You can't do that. Can you? Is he going to get away with that?
Well, how many?
He's tired?
He threw 90-something pitches.
Okay, but the week before he threw like 20. Like
I know, but 90 pitches, I mean, that's a lot. But that 5th inning, they showed the stat, and it was right before everything kind of blew up. He'd thrown 20 pitches in that inning. It was by far the most that he'd had. But he got to about 60, 65, and then all of a sudden the wheels started coming off. 90 pitches is a lot.
He threw 36 pitches in the SEC tournament.
But how many did he throw in that inning again, that 5th inning? Because I know you don't have it in front of you, but his pitch count spiked, and he was done right around. I think he was over 90.
Like if he had an extra day of rest, tired. I don't. Come on, I can't get with that. That's an excuse. I can't get with that. That doesn't work for me.
He got tired. You take him out.
Yes,
I mean,
if he's tired, don't let him go out there for the for the 5th inning or whatever. What was the inning he blew? Yeah, you just let him have 4 and okay, we'll find somebody else. Like I just the whole reason you managed the SEC tournament for 2 innings, 36 pitches, and you got an extra day rest. He didn't pitch till Saturday. An extra 2 days rest, I guess, because they played Thursday in Hoover.
Yeah,
he got 2 extra days rest. You can't say he's tired. That's a bad excuse. I'm sorry. Hagen was just not a great postseason pitcher in his time at Arkansas. His ERA was above 8. That's just the way it was. I mean, he gave up a snowman last year to TCU. And he gave up a 6th spot to Kansas State on Saturday. I mean, he just wasn't a postseason guy for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. You can't. I mean, that's just. I don't know.
It's possible that the arm was fatigued, and maybe he looked good for 4, and then you just hit a point where you hit the wall, and all of a sudden the ball's out a little bit, it's up, and they start hitting it, and then you get frustrated. You walk 2 guys, and and suddenly the wheels are coming off.
Well,
but I agree with you. He is not, or has not been, will go down as, won't go down as one of the great postseason pitchers. He's had some solid outings, but I think his last 2 haven't been great. Last 3, really, if you count the Kentucky game. It's been tough.
So the other thing that bugs me about this whole era we're in is you can't spend. Here's another hypocrisy. You can't spend all of your time telling the fans that you have to give us NIL money or you're not going to have successful teams. And then when you don't win, just go tell the fans to go screw. Like you that's not going to work for me or anybody. You can't do it that way. Then quit begging. You're asking the fans to give you to have a nicer apartment, a nicer car, a nicer life than they do. That's what you're asking for. And you can't when you lose, you can't just say, you know what, you guys don't get a say in any of this. The hell they don't. They're funding this whole deal. I was particularly soured by that because the whole NIL system is built around the players having better lives than their fans do. And I've never heard a thank you. I've never heard any gratitude at all. It's all take. I've never heard anybody say, hey, you know what? I appreciate what the fans do for us here. I've never heard that. And that's I don't think there's ever been, Zach, a greater divide between the fans and the Razorback players at all the programs than we are experiencing right now. They've never been further apart.
I you know what? I'll give the fans credit. I mean, they did not fall for it. They did not take the hook right away. They were more pragmatic in giving their money. Look, man, you're right. The players live better lives than most of us. They are leading charmed life, and it's because of their athletic success.
And it's because of NIL that a lot of these people are paying for out here.
Yeah. Yeah, one way or another, if you support the program, whether it's going to games, you may not donate directly, but if you go to the games, pay for tickets, donate to the foundation, you're giving them money one way or another. And yeah, they live up. And I've watched that number of the collective just kind of hang around 790. I mean, people haven't necessarily bought into it. And you're right. I mean, they're never going to come out and go, hey, thanks to the fans. Or you're going to get some ham-handed thing on
one piece, not any gratitude at all. Anything remotely resembling gratitude.
This goes back to something I've said for 3 years. The relationship they want you to believe is that you need them more than they need you. And that is 1,000% incorrect. They need you more than you need them. It's a drug. It's a fun one, and everybody can have fun, and it's a victimless thing, but it is a drug. And we all get excited for the regionals. We love going to sporting events, doing this, that. But at the end of the day, it's still a business, and their goal is to separate you from your money. That's the goal, man. They want to separate you from your money, and they know how to spend it better. And they've struggled in doing that. And it's not just them; it's across the board. There are big schools that are really struggling to raise the money because fans are going, man, now, what am I getting in return?
Yes, it is not. There are two sides of this, and I think they're both true. It is not fair that 80% of the fans judge you based on the last 4 games that they saw.
True.
SEC 5 games, SEC tournament, and this. That is not fair. But most of your fans don't drop in until the SEC tournament. That's just the way it is. That's not fair. It's also not fair that all we hear about from the university is about, hey, you better pay this NIL or you're going to lose. And, all this stuff about NIL and the players and, they get fancy apartments and cars and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah, and they're not afraid to show you.
And
their Corvettes.
They wear their wealth. That's right. And then the second that it goes sideways and the team doesn't win and fans are complaining, all of a sudden it's like, well, you know what? The fan, you don't get to say anything because you didn't play. That's not fair either. Okay. That's just, that's what I see from here. I've never liked the way that the university has approached this. And by the way, as you mentioned, their results are the proofs in the pudding. Fans don't believe in it either. And so I've never liked the whole, you better give us money. You better give us money or your team's going to lose. Yeah. I've never liked that guilt trip they've tried to put on people. And I don't like, telling the fans to just shut up. After they complain after a loss. I don't like that either. I don't think that's fair. Okay. 20 minutes after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. You give us a thought on that or anything else here on the McClarty-Daniel hotline. What do you got here? Oh, Bet Saracen. That's what we got here. Arkansas's favorite sports betting now. If you like to make a little wager on your favorite sporting event, Bet Saracen is right there on your phone. You've got the baseball going on, pro and college. Football futures, that's a big deal in the summertime. They've got all those on the Bet Saracen app. Basketball with the finals coming up. It's all there on the Bet Saracen app. Vegas odds are cool, but you have to be there to legally bet those odds. And Arkansas law prevents the big national apps from operating in our state. So for the most accurate and up-to-date sports wagering info, go to the Bet Saracen app. Download it. You can go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com. Stay with us.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty-Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty-Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Listen up, party people. It's Crystal with Cards, and I've got some exciting news to make your summer events even better. You're hosting the event of the summer, and everyone's having a blast. But wait, nature calls. No need to panic. With Cards Portable Restroom, you'll have all the comfort and convenience you need right at your fingertips. So whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue, a wedding reception, or corporate event, elevate your experience with Cards Portable Restrooms. Visit our website at cardsrecycling.com or call 877-59-CARDS.
As part of America's #1 RV network, we have the largest selection of pre-owned RVs with new RVs for less than $5 a day. Plus, we have everything you need for your next big adventure. We've got an RV for every lifestyle and a payment for every budget. Buy with confidence at Camping World, knowing every RV comes with a 3-year Good Sam's Elite membership and access to our nationwide service network. Come visit the all-new Camping World, now open in Van Buren, Arkansas.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at precisiondoornwa.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Lindsay and Associates are celebrating their 50th year in the real estate business and are the leading real estate company in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're listing, selling, or leasing, Lindsay and Associates can handle all your real estate needs. With over 200 professionally trained agents and 3 convenient locations in Fayetteville, Rogers, and Bentonville, Lindsay and Associates is a winning choice. Go to lindsay.com to search all the current real estate inventory. At Lindsay and Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing. It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe. Amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
The folks, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. Their 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We will get a little bit of a break in the action this evening, but late tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll have more chances for scattered showers and storms. Some intense ones in there. We'll be keeping a close eye on that into the morning commute on Tuesday. Waking up temperatures in the 60s. We should get another break in the action as we go into Tuesday afternoon. Very humid, highs in the low 80s, and then watching for more storms trying to redevelop late Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, but we should be dry by Wednesday afternoon. That should Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by the Good Chair. Tonight, have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat in the Good Chair. Baseball team season ended in the regional round with a 6-3 loss. Southeast Missouri out at Baum-Walker Stadium yesterday. This came on the heels of a 7-6 loss to Kansas State on Saturday night. Arkansas finishes up the season 44-16. And, oh, by the way, Kansas State beat SEMO last night to win the regional. DQ?
Your Ruskin and Zach X polls. If you break a pay it forward chain in the drive-thru, will you have bad karma?
Yeah.
75% say no. There is 1% that says that they always pay it forward. I don't think I've ever paid it forward, honestly. But it hasn't happened that many times to me.
Let me ask you this, because this spun out of a text that I received earlier today. If you break the chain because you don't want to pay the money, which could be more than your order, or if you don't have the money to pay that particular order.
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't think it matters. Okay.
If someone wants to pay for their order, that's very nice of them. But you have no obligation to pay for someone else's order.
If somebody has like a $45 order and I have a $5 order, I'm not paying for a $40 difference.
Yeah.
But if I don't have the $40 difference, I think you might get a little grace period there.
Yeah, I don't think you have bad karma, no matter the circumstance.
All right.
If you were a baseball player, would you wear the long pants or the knee-length pants?
No pants.
This is getting pretty even
Really?
now. 51% says knee-length, 58% say long.
I'd wear those old coaches' bike shorts from the 80s, you know?
Yeah. Boy, those were uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Those were really
A lot of thigh there. Oh, boy.
And you'd get like the atomic wedgie thing going, man. They would bunch up. Oh, that was awful. You're in there digging and scratching, trying to get things out of places that they shouldn't be. It's awful.
Oh, brother.
Was that too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of
Well,
an overshare.
I never had this problem because
Little
I
bit?
never played softball or anything.
It was an
So I
overshare,
didn't have
sorry.
to wear pants like this.
Okay.
How do you prefer your sitcoms? With a laugh track or without? And I guess I should have said, live studio audience included. 66% say without the laugh track.
I feel like sitcoms are dead, aren't they?
There's a couple that are still running around.
Not
like
many,
the
though.
Big Bang.
I've been
was-
watching the
was
Big
one.
Bang Theory spin-off show.
Yeah.
Young
Which one?
Sheldon.
No laugh track.
No laugh
studio
track.
audience, Tim.
It's kind of good.
Okay.
It's pretty funny for it being a spin-off.
Okay. let me
Reva's
ask-
got a new sitcom coming out. God, that's going to be terrible.
All right. Let me ask you this:
Oof.
What would a talk show qualify?
No.
Okay.
Sitcom.
So, like, I'm thinking, like, what is it? Last week tonight.
Oh, John
with
Oliver.
John Oliver.
Yeah.
Like he does that in front of a
Yeah, that's
live audience.
That is still kind of a
Okay.
talk,
Well,
a talk show.
the Daily Show is done in front of a real audience too, with whoever's hosting whatever night, and
Yeah.
then John Stewart one night a week.
Or like
All right. Gordon
sitcom,
Ramsay's done in front of
you
an
think-
audience.
Like sitcom, you think
Okay.
Friends was done in front of a live
No,
studio
not Gordon
audience?
Ramsay. I know you're talking about the other guy.
Gordon, what's his name?
Oh, they
I should
the
know.
British
Gordon
guy.
Ramsay's the chef.
Yeah, the British guy.
Yeah, the British. Oh gosh, what is his name?
Oh man, what have we done here? We failed.
DQ, you know who I'm talking about.
Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon.
Are you
British-
talking about James Corden?
No.
Okay.
No.
Graham
He's-
Norton.
Graham Norton.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Woo! That was close.
Boy, that was close. That was, heads
We
were going
almost,
to
we almost
explode.
spun out of orbit here.
All right. Gordon Shumway.
That's Alf.
Right.
Okay, and our last one. Are you ready to move on to football, or
No.
do you just want to take a break from sports for a bit? 77% say that they just want to take a break.
I just protect your peace. Summertime.
And those are your Ruskin and Zach X polls. Go touch grass.
All right. Thank you, DQ. The drive home is coming up next.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Everybody's Mr. O plural made negative.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline to join the local conversation on ESPN Arkansas. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel has a vehicle to fit both your style and budget. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, you're never too far from a good deal. Visit McClartyDaniel.com to find your next ride. Find your next ride with McClarty Daniel at a price you'll love. Join the conversation on ESPN Arkansas at 866-285-4005.
Robert and Victoria wanted to sell their property in Bella Vista. They turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group. From the moment they met with the Limbird team, Robert and Victoria knew they were in good hands. The team listened carefully to their needs and goals, and they developed a plan to sell the land quickly and efficiently. Over the next few weeks, Limbird Real Estate Group worked tirelessly to market the property and generate interest from potential buyers. They leveraged their extensive network of contacts and used innovative marketing strategies to get the word out about the land. Before they knew it, Robert and Victoria had multiple offers on the table. The team at Limbird helped them evaluate each offer and ultimately chose the one that was best for them. Robert and Victoria were not only satisfied with the results, but also impressed with how Limbird handled the entire process. They've been through the real estate process before, but this was by far the smoothest and most efficient experience they've ever had. Find out more about it at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You need money. You get a job. Turns out that job doesn't pay near enough for the nonsense it puts you through every day. You want to move fast, but the clock moves slow. You're smart, though. You know machines. You want to work at a place as fast as you. You call Medley Equipment Company. They need a technician, and they'll teach you everything you need to know to be the best, with pay raises all along. Because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
Interesting when you talk about the history of markets is people will talk in America the last decade. Yeah. So the year 2000 to the year 2010, where the S&P 500, if you look at it, it didn't go up. It actually went down from 2000 to 2010. They call it the lost decade because no one made any money. Yep. If you had been invested from 2000 to 2010. Japan had a 30-year lost decade. Right. And that goes to where do you want your money? And diversification is extremely important. Not just diversifying your investments into different types of companies, but different countries.
Absolutely.
Because there will be periods of time America was down from 2000 to 2010. International did better in that time frame.
Mach 1 Financial Group LLC is an SEC-registered financial advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, visit mach-1financial.com/disclosures.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Have you ever thought about what a bad haircut could do to your image? That's why you shouldn't trust your appearance to anyone except the professionals at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We believe our clients are walking billboards. If you don't look good, we don't look good. Fantasy Sports Cuts is a full-service men's hair salon where you'll always find sports on our 8 TVs, and the fridge is always full of free beer, or root beer for those little men in training. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Father's Day's coming soon. Treat Dad to a meal he won't forget at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale. Their tender, juicy prime rib is back on the menu every Friday and Saturday after 3 p.m. served with 2 sides for only $29. And their sports theater and happy hour make it the best place to watch the games. Come see for yourself why they are voted best sports bar in Northwest Arkansas. Grab your friends and cheer on your favorite team at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
ESPN 99.5.
God, that was boring.
We don't care if you love them or you hate them. All we ask is that you keep listening. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Don't do that.
22 minutes until 5 o'clock here on Ruskin and Zach. Oh, man. All right, this is your drive home here on Ruskin and Zach. And it is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Everything gets to know each other in your mouth.
Look, another player's
Never
on the
not
bell.
funny.
That means he did his personal best.
I scored with a Michigan girl once doing that. It was pretty good. All right. The McClarty Daniel hotline is open, 866-285-4005. I don't want to get too meta here or break the fourth wall. But that thing at the top of the hour, that was okay, right? Like, we're not, I get very nervous this time of year when baseball players talk about fans and I have to step in and try and defend people that have no voice. We're okay? Like, that could go in a podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay. All
If
right.
anyone posted online too, we can sue them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we put the thing at the end of the podcast that say you cannot distribute this.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So there you go.
All right.
Text out of the 479. We haven't won a postseason series of bombs since they evicted the raccoon.
I'll bring the raccoon back.
Right.
Then. That's right.
You bring back Pepsi.
Bring back
raccoon,
Pepsi.
And the
you know,
raccoon.
this is my new cause now. I want Pepsi back. Nothing's been the same since Pepsi left.
I don't think that Pepsi
You know what I
has
mean?
anything to do with it.
You and my dad agree.
Musselman's going to Elite Eights. They bring in Coca-Cola. Nothing. I mean, what are we doing here? Baseball can't get out of a regional on their home field with Coca-Cola.
Can I draw an awkward correlation?
Please do.
I think the Eric Musselman era, I was thinking about this over the weekend. Why? I don't know. Has a lot in common with the Bobby Petrino 1 era, where that thing was that you were just going to get ground down to a point where you just went, this is not sustainable.
They're very similar.
Okay.
Yeah, they burn white hot, and
Exactly.
then it's over.
It's good for a minute.
Yeah,
but at the end, it's going to be weird. And obviously, in one case, it was really weird. In the other one, he went to USC. Has anybody heard from him? Is he okay?
I'm just focusing on the fact that it's going to be weird for a minute, and then it's going to be great for a minute, and then it's going to be weird.
That we can't put in the podcast.
No.
Okay?
Abner, we need that. Bring it back.
I can't tell you the number of times it's been great for a minute, and then it's gotten weird.
So,
yeah.
You going home or what? What's the deal now?
Hang on. I got an Uber account. Hang on. Oh God.
We're joking around here.
Are
We're
we?
kidding around. Yeah,
Sure.
we're having a little fun here. A little tomfoolery.
Hey, while we've got
little
a-
levity around here. For
Well,
God's
we've got a
sakes.
minute while we're moving out of sports stuff. DQ, I have an idea for the best man speech, which I think will pacify all parties.
That was the best man speech.
I have been given a lot of guardrails on things that I can talk about, who I can't talk about, who I can talk about. I'm going to list off for 3 minutes the things that I've been told that I can't discuss. I'm
I
surprised.
don't think that's what a best man speech is.
Very, 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 very good.
You like that. You like that idea.
I think you have to talk about the two people getting married.
No. I'll end it very poignantly.
Can we just have we need to buy, and I need to remind. We need one of those hooks, the big cane with the hook on the end. We can get rid of it.
Your bride, I did tell her that I was really quick, and because apparently I'm getting a wireless mic. Bad move.
You get
so
the work.
you can move around.
Crowd work.
Yep,
He's
I'm-
doing crowd
You
work,
got that
folks.
right. You got that right.
How many of you from out of town? Raise your hand, please.
This your wife? No. Oh. Can't wait. I'm gonna have a good time.
But we need that bright light in the back of the room to shut you up, like at the comedy clubs where it's like, all right, that's my time.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Like someone will stand up 30 seconds left in your speech.
That's right.
Like in,
Right.
speech and debate.
That's right. Or that guy when it's time for a TV timeout at basketball, he stands up with his hand in the air.
Somebody put out the orange.
The red
glove.
hat comes out,
Speaking
puts
of,
his hand in the air.
You know who the chief offender in giving me all of this information is? It's
Who?
Tommy. He sent me a couple of links. It was like, here, you'll need this. I started watching. I'm like, this is good stuff.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he loaded the chamber for me.
Good. That's good.
But the more and more I think about it, I think it's just going to be the things. Here are the things that I was not allowed to talk about.
Okay. All right. I got a text here from Jason in Fayetteville on the McClarty Dale hotline. He is a proud season ticket holder for 14 years. And he gives the section that his seats are in. Very disappointed with where the program is trending and how fans have been screwed with their seats and parking. That's a ticket holder chiming in there. So yeah, he is the thing about that. But you see, ticket holder is different than NILs. We've talked about many times. Ticket holder, you're actually getting something for the money. You get tickets or parking or whatever it is.
But here's
NIL, you get nothing.
Here's my question, Jason. And I understand you're not the first person to express that. If they go 44-16 and are in the super regionals or going to Omaha, are you feeling this way? Or are you upset? Are you upset enough to maybe make a statement?
I would say that for ticket holders, there are many microaggressions that go on that you just kind of like deal with. Like the customer service over there sucks.
Horrible.
The prices always go up. Your donation always goes up. And some people can't do it anymore. The people that are fortunate enough to do it, they just kind of like, grit their teeth and just write the check or whatever, because what is more valuable is your spot in the stadium versus all the bull crap you have to deal with the rest of the year. Like, see, I guess we now, right? We love where our football tickets are. So
you like the way you did that?
You put up with whoever the coach is, because you don't want to go to the back of the line and have to start somewhere else. It's a nice spot.
I was shocked to learn about the concession prices over there.
Yeah, they're pretty high too.
Versus what they have.
I think
over
a
here.
beer's like $9 or something.
Versus what they have over here, like
12. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's an apples to oranges comparison, but you're not getting a break anywhere. In their pricing, whether it's parking or the parking passes are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
The concessions are expensive, tickets are expensive, and honestly, you can donate the same amount of money every year, and you're going to keep moving down the foul line. Eventually, you're going to be out in the hog pen.
No, you got to increase. Yeah, that's right. And again, some people are able to do that. Some people aren't able to do that. At one point, I knew somebody that had all 3 season tickets, and eventually they had to choose. And they gave up, I think, baseball or basketball. I think they kept football. I'm not sure. Did a whole tailgating deal, like a whole big deal. But everything was going up, and had to make some choices there. So, yeah. But I mean, it's a lot. It's not cheap. I mean, there's somebody else texted here. They can't afford the NIL. They went to the games all weekend. And all that money went in the concessions.
Yeah. TA in Las Vegas is suggesting that I sing.
You don't sing, though.
No.
Okay.
Send in the Clowns by Sinatra. No. Look, I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah. All right. What does this mean? Bruce on the McClarty hotline. Your drive home powered by Mr. Sparky. If Tennessee wins it all, can we get Ty to wash Tony Vitello's feet?
I'm sorry, what?
What is that?
DQ?
Is that? Did I miss something there? Did he say he'd wash someone's feet?
I don't know. I don't want to text him that because I'm
no, don't bother. Ty. He's off the clock.
I'm probably on a list somewhere.
I don't want to be bothered with stupid stuff. Don't bother. Like that time they called us to debut a podcast. Never mind. That was a whole dumb idea. Anyway, not the podcast, just the way that they presented it, waking us up at 8 a.m. Whatever. I'm not bitter about that.
No, you're not.
No.
Huh.
Yeah. Shane is not giving anything to NIL, whether he buys tickets or not. Tickets are too expensive anyway.
If you're going to be the gold star donor, yeah, I mean it costs a bunch, and again, they're living a better life than you if you give them money. This is like one of those loans where you don't expect to get paid back. what you're doing.
Well, what about, this is a very one-sided discussion we're having here. What about all the people on the other side who are giving and want to continue to give? Where are these people to call in and defend and or text in and defend and tell us how great the strategy is? Like, this is not very balanced, this discussion we're having.
We're also talking to the majority of the state that can't afford a $5,000 increase in your tickets.
Well,
I mean, some people can, and God
true.
bless them for being able to do that. But most Arkansans cannot. A $5,000 increase is going to knock you out.
Right. Yeah.
Here's the text out of the 870. It's a pyramid scheme.
These words, scheme, fleecing, these are very harsh, negative words.
It's MLM.
Okay, these are negative. These are negative words. You're not selling belly wraps. I mean, it's it's a negative connotation.
We know this.
We don't need this kind of heat.
If you give to them once, they're going to come back again, and they're going to want more. And then if you give again, they're going to want more than they wanted the last time. It's a never-ending thing. This is, and it's not sustainable. That's why you see all these all these groups getting together trying to craft rules to corral this, because even they know this is not sustainable. You're going to go bankrupt at some point when you're relying on donations.
Yeah,
it's simply not sustainable.
No,
and the way they go about doing it, which is, we need to do this to be better. Do you? Because my life is not any better if I give you $5,000 more than I gave you last year. My salary doesn't go up like that.
No.
And you certainly aren't giving me anything for free on the back end. I'm getting fleeced at the concession stand when I'm trying to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. But I would like to hear the people who are on board with this, because to kind of balance this out, right? Like, this is very one-sided.
We're marking out $500 increase would knock him out. Okay. No, man, I'm with you. I totally understand.
No, I understand all that. Yeah. I mean, that's, but like.
But they're making it sound like it's your patriotic duty to give money. You know what? I like to eat and pay my bills more than I want to see you beat Western Carolina.
They're never going to win you over. You're trying to score a electric bill of less than $50 a month.
This is also true.
You're never going to win you over.
I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the school that I donate to.
Yeah.
They knocked me out. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
And I'm enjoying all the revenue that I'm getting back.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005 is how you can get in touch with us here on the Clardy Daniel hotline. They're making the NBA draft 2 nights. I just saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing going on.
Yeah,
so why not? I mean, you're going to do like the first round and the second round, or like half the first round? Because there's only
first
2 rounds.
round, and then the next night will be the second, or the next day. It's at 4 Eastern in the afternoon. It's the second round.
All right. I mean,
who will be the next MVP drafted during a Taco Bell commercial? Find out later this month on ESPN.
I know everybody points to that, but like, who's paying attention to the 60th pick in the NBA draft? Like, if you're watching the NFL draft on day 3 in the 6th round, and you got a problem. Yeah. Now you're just, this is like high school graduation. If you're watching names go through, like, nobody saw that and went, "Oh, Nikola Jokic, he'll be an MVP. That's a good pick." Nobody knows.
Yeah. I feel like you need to hear this today, though. I feel like confidence is low, morale is down, everybody's slumped over. So whoever needs to hear this piece of inspiration, let me be happy to share this with you. John Calipari is your men's basketball coach. That's still a thing. It's real. He's still here. He's not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Does that help pep anybody up? Is that a boost of any kind? Does that help? I'm trying to help.
I appreciate it.
I'm honestly trying to help. I mean, he still works here. He didn't see the regional. I'm out of here. He's over here with the governor putting limbs away or whatever.
They were
over the weekend. Today. So I mean, that's still a thing. Does that help at all? I feel like that's not helping. I mean, I wish it would. I mean, that's still pretty exciting. Petrino's going to be your football coach at some point this season. I mean, that's got to be exciting, right? On an interim basis. And if he wins enough, they'll remove the interim tag. That's exciting, right?
That's where you're going.
There's still a reason to live. That's what I'm trying to tell you. From a sports standpoint, it'll all be okay. Okay, so SEMO got you. Big deal.
Yeah, but
they're going to go get beat by Virginia in a game and a half.
Their football team went 4-8. Basketball team was under 500.
Yeah.
And now this. It's been a bad calendar year.
Right. This also, I saw, broke the 30-year rule.
Yeah, which really isn't a 30-year
No,
rule.
it's really, well, it has been 30 years. It hasn't been 60
Okay,
years.
yes. Yeah, you're right. The 30-year rule is correct.
Yeah,
It's
it's been
not
30
60.
years since they won the basketball national title. And it's been 60 years since they claim the football national title.
They are bad.
And so everyone was hanging their hope on numerology for delivering in 2024.
Somebody get Dionne Warwick in
Yeah,
here.
call
We're
Miss-
on to numerology.
Where's Miss Cleo?
Yeah.
Call me now for
That
your
was
free
the
tarot.
hope?
That was it. It was all banked on numerology. Hey, I've heard of people believing a lot of things are based on a lot flimsier stuff than that. I mean, I'm just telling you.
Like what? Tell me something that's more flimsy than that, please. I'm all ears.
I've heard it. I mean, it says. Oh, wow.
I don't think that matters.
Okay.
Thank you, DQ.
Yeah. Oh, earlier I gave you a reason to play the DQ. I hate him, but I can't remember what it was now. Remember that one?
I do.
I hate him.
I have it right here.
Yeah.
I hate him.
That's it. Yeah. I can't remember why I wanted to play that today, but anyway. All right. Another successful on-air meeting. 866.
We do this every now and then. It's a virtual meeting. Think of it as a giant Zoom.
Right. Yeah.
Some of you.
We don't have to look at you,
Some of you can.
but you get to look at us.
I got a text over the weekend that I watched you guys. It's a little alarming. I don't like
Is that unsettling?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. Doesn't bother me.
It bothers me a lot.
We got movie stars in our hotel. All right, stick around. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. What?
Actually, they're musicians.
No, yeah. Close enough. Captain Keach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
You get to keep the wardrobe.
Good news, boys. All right, we'll be back, and we'll do some more stupidness coming up.
It's Monday, June 3rd. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Live, local, late-breaking update. A wet start to the work week. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is watching the radar. He has that and your 7-day forecast tonight. And with that rain in the area today, our Brett Rains looks at flooded roads in Fort Smith and what's being done to improve those issues. More than a week removed from the deadly storms in NWA, and cleanup, repairs, and rebuilding continues. Our Valerie Zhang has an update from FEMA. Now, don't forget, we're tracking all the efforts being made, including the various assistance and resources available, where to go, and everything you need to know can be found on our website, 4029tv.com, and with our free mobile app. We're also following the latest with a deadly shooting in Springdale. Finally, in sports, a disappointing end to the season for the Diamond Hogs as they were eliminated in the Fayetteville Regional. But on the bright side, only 87 days until the season opener for Razorback football. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 for all the news that impacts you.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. We work to design an insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter Insurance ranked #1 in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region, 5 out of the last 6 years by J.D. Power.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
Need new roof? Shamrock Roofing and Construction can have you covered right now for as low as $139.99 with approved credit. For quality and peace of mind, one call does it all. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call 479-319-5100. Supply issues are no issue at Shamrock Roofing and Construction. As one of America's largest roofing companies, we stocked up early and we stocked up big. We can do your job right now. And because we paid less for our material, we can share those savings with you. Call today or visit us at shamrockroofer.com.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We are as golf as it gets.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Sign Studio is the source for complete visual marketing, so don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. Sign Studio is your all-encompassing partner for advertising success. Need a logo? We'll design it. Want it printed on pins, cards, banners, or even tablecloth? We'll do it. What are you waiting for? Kickstart your brand with our custom products today. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit, or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Cards. Are you ready to tackle that spring cleaning project but don't know where to start? Spring is here, and Cards is here to help you clear out that clutter with our roll-off dumpster rentals. Whether you're decluttering your garage, renovating your home, or landscaping your yard, our roll-off dumpsters are the perfect solution for all your cleanup needs. Simply choose the size that fits your project, and we'll deliver it right to your doorstep. And when you're done, we'll haul it away. Give us a call at 877-59-CARDS or visit us online at cardsrecycling.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
This is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app.
Ugh.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll give you a score update coming up here. We need that little ding, 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 ding. We'll have an update very soon. Well, we'll use what I just did. You want it clean? Abner, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. We'll have that in perpetuity in the future.
Thank you.
This is your drive home powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Offensive line issues, back issues, running route issues, tight end issues.
I hate him.
This final in the it could be worse department. Oklahoma State has lost 3 straight regionals on their home field. Florida got them today.
It could be
4-2.
worse. It could be worse.
Man, that is some pressure right there, man. Oklahoma State they built this beautiful new ballpark. This place is nice. And 3 straight regionals at home. They're hosting. They've lost them all. 1 to Arkansas, oddly enough. Coincidentally, that's not irony, in 2022. How about that?
Well, all right. Another league team making the supers. Right.
Yeah, I don't like Florida. Florida is going to play Clemson in the Super.
Florida?
I don't like Florida.
Why?
I just don't like them.
Of all the teams of all the schools in the league, why Florida?
I don't like them.
Okay, you've said that 3 times, but what's the?
I feel like O'Sullivan's got one of Dave's rings. That's what I feel like, or Dave's ring. I guess it would be 1 because O'Sullivan is 1. Anyway, I don't like him. I don't like him.
Okay.
It's not personal. I just don't like
it. No, it sounds very personal.
No, it's not
DQ,
personal.
Am I imagining that? Does it sound personal?
It's odd.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's odd. Anyway, Florida's going to the Supers to take on Clemson in Clemson at this ballpark where they don't have a warning track. They have a hill that runs up to the wall, which is
dangerous.
Somebody's going to be killed out there.
Well, they used to do that out at Tenron down in
No, but this is all the way around.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. LSU in North Carolina about to get underway or getting underway. It's on it's on ESPN 2 TV.
Got it.
And let's see, the winner of that will play West by God Virginia. And
who had them in the
believe will host, because West Virginia is a 3 seed who got past Arizona, who sucked it up. So I think LSU would host at the box if they win. I know North Carolina will host. They're the 1 seed. Yes.
Do you think after West Virginia won the regional that people in West Virginia set their couch on fire?
I'm sure someone did. Maybe there was just one.
That's a football thing.
Maybe there's just one lone couch burning instead of many like here in football.
After every win in football, they set a couch on fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Which would get awfully expensive, I would think.
Yeah.
But I was just curious. I mean, I didn't even know West Virginia played baseball.
Yeah.
But apparently they're okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's there you go. So the stage is almost set for Supers here.
Did Oregon State wind up winning?
Yes.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, they are going to face Kentucky in Lexington at KPP, Kentucky Proud Park.
Being told that they just set one side of the couch on fire.
Oh, it's a part. Okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, that's good.
But I may be wrong on this, but once you set part of the couch on fire, it's going to engulf the entire.
We call that
couch.
fully involved, I believe, right?
How many fires have you fought?
1. 1. It was July 4th, a fireworks accident gone wrong. Whole house almost went up in flames, if not for the work of a few neighbors, including myself.
You claim that you saved someone from drowning
and
fought a fire?
I did.
And fought off the geese last year.
You did not see the terror in that child's eyes. He could not stay above the water.
Maybe the terror that you're envisioning was more amazement as why is this dope handing me his hand? I'm swimming to the edge of the pool.
No, he wasn't. He was bobbing up and down. And
did you drop your plate of tofu that day?
And you got all the hits over there, don't you? Got them all. Oh, well. Let's see here. It's only Abner claims that, the economy. They're only lighting lawn chairs on fire,
gotcha.
not couches anymore. Couches too expensive. They're just
well, that's what I was going to say.
burn them willy-nilly.
I mean, you don't go out to the store and just buy a couch.
Yeah, that's right.
So a lawn chair, all right, I could get that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We have not determined a few things today.
Okay.
We have not determined if anybody credible is calling for, because this is what the media does now, is the media takes, most of what we talk about comes from people who are actually listening to this program in real time. When we get texts, posts on X come in. But what the media does is the media will take one particularly pointed comment from someone with like 100 followers. And this becomes what the entire fan base is talking about, what the entire fan base is feeling. If we ran one of these is Arkansas poll on Dave Van Horn approval, it's going to get upwards of 80%. It's not, but this is what they do, right? Like this is part of the game, is why they've lost a lot of credibility with a lot of you, is because they take this one little thing and this is how everybody feels. They show the one, in a hurricane, Jim Cantori is standing in that really windy spot. Well, it's between two buildings downtown. That's right. Really windy right there. Like, it's what they do. It's a manipulation game a little
Megaphone.
bit. Okay.
Megaphone making its first appearance.
I will turn it on for you, sir. There you go.
Hey, Randy, does this give Dave Landhorn a head start on recruiting? I'll hang up and listen.
That's right. Yes. The great old argument. Is it better to lose earlier in the postseason so you can start recruiting? That is great. What a time to be alive. But my point was there's already chatter today. Oh, people out there wanting Dave fired. That's ridiculous. Is it people, or is it one loon who's just been echoed over and over and over again to make it seem like it's people? Because I'm betting it's the second one and not the first one. I don't think there are people that want Dave fired.
There's nobody that wants Dave
I don't think that's it. But
reasonable people that aren't on medication.
Right. But the way that it's going to be presented, you ask somebody, on their weekly radio spot, what do you think about the fans? It's crazy what the fans are saying about Dave. But is it the fans, or is it a couple of idiots? I mean, you got it. There's no discernment there. I saw it. This is how everyone feels, and that's not the way it is.
The greatest college football coach of all time, Nick Saban.
Yeah.
When he didn't win it for 2 years consecutively, he said, "You know what? I got to change the way I do business." And he brought in a bunch of assistants, Sark, Kiffin, changed the way that Alabama runs their offense, and suddenly they won a bunch more. Sometimes you just kind of have to get out of your own way. You may have to look at the way your program is run, and that may be the thing that unlocks all of this. Been doing the same thing for 22 years.
Okay. I don't think he's done the same thing for 22 years. He was a third base coach as a head coach.
Yep.
Then he wasn't. So he's evolved there. They have like the rest of baseball. He hasn't been stubborn about an old school approach. They get into the analytics. They analyze, all that different data and stuff. I feel like he's been, there was a time around 2010 where they killed all the bats.
Yeah.
And Arkansas loaded up on pitching and was really good. And then they brought some of the offense back, and then they got some hitters. Like, I feel like he's been nimble. He hasn't been, it's not like a guy running a wishbone and it's I'm always running the wishbone.
I understand what you're saying, but I've heard this the last couple of days, people talking about this on TV and elsewhere. In that league, you have to be able to score multiple ways. You have to be able to, you got to be able to hit the long ball. You got to be able to hit with runners in scoring position. You got to be able to hit line drives, move runners around. Then you got to be able to play the small ball. And I felt like the last couple of years, they've been missing one of those components. And it's kind of hamstrung them a little bit. This year, they could not move runners along. When literally Kansas State is giving you the third base side of the infield, and they couldn't do it. And maybe that's stubbornness. Maybe your players can't. I'm not in the room. I don't know if most of these guys can bunt down the left field
15
line.
sack bunts all year.
Okay, that's not enough.
In what is it? In 60 games.
Right. You get a guy in first base, you move him to second, you put him in scoring position, you score a run, and then you're going to score 9 runs. Okay, it feels like they keep playing for the big inning. 3 runs, 4 runs, 5 runs.
But isn't there some sort of but and you know this better than most, because baseball is your favorite sport. But isn't there some sort of like number that tells you that bunting is bad and it's not really done anywhere anymore?
Yes, yeah. The analytics,
the out is more valuable than the run.
Well, as you get later in the game, yes, totally understand that. If you're down 4, you're not bunting, giving up and out to try and get 1 run home. That I totally understand. But early in the game, you've got a guy in first base, man. Move him along.
Yeah.
I've heard coaches talk about having that, wanting to have 4 runs in the first 5 innings, and by any means possible. If you can do that, you're going to be in good shape most of the time. And again, I understand that they felt like going into Saturday night, Hagen Smith on the mound, even scoring 6 runs, you felt like you should have won the game. You just didn't, and it felt like the air came out of the room when that happened. Dave goes in, has his press conference, he's animated, and I get it, man. He's got to fire up his guys, but it just felt like Sunday was just going to be one of those white knuckle games. It just wasn't going to be it wasn't going to be their thing.
Sunday they were tighter than the bolts on a new bridge.
and they didn't have to be.
No, and everybody was swinging out of their shoe tops.
But that's what I'm talking about. Is whoever the hitting coach has got to sit these guys down and go, look, the thing's coming in slower than Congress.
Yeah.
Just all you got to do is make contact. You don't have to try and mash the ball. The best guy I saw all weekend was Hudson White. I mean, he adjusted and he hit a couple of gorks, if you will.
5 for 12.
He hit a couple of gorks that just got out past the who hit the ball over the third baseman's head when he was playing in. I forget who that was. It may have been Stovall. It may have been Sprague. It was one of them. Just a duck snorted the thing right over a guy's head.
Yeah.
Those kind of hits are as effective as a 100-mile-an-hour line drive.
Right.
And the other one, and I like Aloy. I think he's fun to watch.
I like Aloy too.
But man, he swings like I do at golf. But you see the ball he's trying to hit every ball 450 feet.
But at one point in the middle of the year, Aloy was like the big pop power guy. And that's when I was kind of like, okay, your shortstop being the big bat is not usually how this thing goes.
It's not the way you're normally constructed. But, there have been shortstops that have hit a lot of home runs. But, you could see him yesterday just swinging at this thing at 1,000 miles an hour when a simple contact was going to get you easier, get you a base hit. It was just things like that where you're just like, man, everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Just take a deep breath.
Well, the transfers, the portal guys.
Yeah, Bill's saying it was Sprague Lot that hit that thing. That's a beautiful hit.
Yeah.
It was as effective as any hit they had all weekend.
The portal guys, though, overall, I don't think they had Wilmsmeyer coming in to be a starting outfielder out of from Missouri and hitting 217. I think they were planning on him to have a little bit more pop in the bat. Jason Jones had issues; he hardly played, and he didn't have a great average there. Where they were banking on stuff for him. Like some of these portal guys, they did not pan out the way that they forecast. Molina had issues. At times he was better late in the last couple of appearances. One in the tournament in relief, and one as a starter on Friday against SEMO, but. I think they were expecting him to maybe be a guy that could go, 9-2 or have one of those 3.5 ERAs. Very highly touted from Texas Tech, and it just didn't pan out the way they forecast.
There were guys who just didn't have the season that they thought they would, and for whatever reason, it could just be, hey man, they were a little off. But I don't know what it is. They were 33-3 at home during the regular season, something like that. I think that's right. But what happened? You're in front
overall. They went 34-5.
So they were 33-3 at home. The idea that you walk into this regional in front of your own people, 11,000 people in that place, 11, 12,000, whatever it was, and you get tight, and the other teams are playing free and loose, and that to me is concerning.
Yeah,
that starts at the top. Your coach sets the tone, and I don't know why they looked so tight, but they were.
All right, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. Let me get to Joe and Avoca here on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Hi, Joe.
Como está, mi amigos and amiga?
Hola.
How are you boys today?
It's a Monday.
Well, I'm disappointed just like everybody else, but I got me a new cat.
Oh.
A little kitten.
What is the kitten's name? Or can I ask?
We haven't decided yet. He's orange. My daughter wants to call him some kind of cheese. I'm thinking CJ.
I like
CJ.
I like CJ.
Yeah, that's good.
Or like Cheddar Jack. Cheddar.
CJ would work.
CJ for short.
He's orange and he is man, he's all over me. He doesn't realize he's got claws.
Oh.
Joe, I can't tell you the number of times I've had that experience.
Oh, I have, but not with a cat before. I experienced that thing before. That's a different story, though. That's one I don't want to repeat.
Right.
But anyway, we won't talk about that. But what about this Pat McAfee dude?
Oh boy.
He called.
Hey, careful!
Caitlin Clark.
Careful!
Yeah, he used
a white female dog.
Yes, he used that term today. Yes, he did. Yes, but he has apologized, saying he didn't mean it that way.
Oh, that's a female dog, ain't it? That's what But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know much about Caitlin Clark, but I think she's not a you-know-what.
Right.
But anyway, I just thought, how does he get away with that stuff? Him and Aaron Rodgers ought to be on together on some kind of podcast somewhere overseas where we never have to see him again.
That is, Joe, that's an excellent idea.
Just move them offshore. I don't care where, but I mean, why do we have to listen to this ignorant stuff? Do people not believe science? Do they not go to school? I don't understand. Well, the tornadoes are getting worse. The hurricane. Oh, it's not man-made, but no, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Anyway, I don't want to get on that rant either.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like my cat. Then he's okay, and
CJ.
I got him calmed down. I'll get him fixed. They got to be so old before they can get fixed. And
Sure.
I would definitely recommend Pea Ridge Veterinary Clinic.
Okay.
That's where I take all my animals and have forever, and they do a good job. But anyway, just everybody calm down. And as far as the presidential race goes, I want to chime in on that. I don't want either one of them idiots in there.
Okay.
And I have no other choice.
Okay, Joe.
I guess it's
all
right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Joe. All right. That's Joe and Avoca here on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. A wide-ranging
around the world in 2 minutes.
That's
with,
right.
with Joe.
Wow. All right. I don't know if anybody's seen the McAfee thing today, but it's not great. And he has apologized and tried to clarify via a tweet, which never works. He will again try and apologize and clarify on his show, I would imagine, tomorrow. And we'll see. Listen, here's the thing on McAfee. ESPN has absolutely nothing going on from 11 to 1 or 2 or whatever, because he's the third hour's on Plus. So they have no content. So they need him more than he needs them. Because if he got canned, he would be more popular. Because he could play the whole cancel culture victim. He could play that whole card, right? Yes. And he'd get, double the audience. They talk about ESPN being one of these woke companies, blah, 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 blah. He could play that to the hilt and be more popular. So they can't can him because they need him. And, if he left, he'd be more popular than whatever they put on from 11 to 2. So it's a tricky spot that ESPN finds themselves in this Pat McAfee relationship that has had some issues in its time.
Well,
there,
the flip side of that is ESPN has a relationship with the WNBA and the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you that neither of those two organizations are real thrilled with what Pat McAfee did
and
today.
Do you know what else they do that's really awful at ESPN? I was watching this. I was eating lunch, and the game was on the TV at the restaurant. We've seen where they interview coaches like between quarters, right?
Mm-hmm.
In these WNBA games, they're interviewing a coach during the game.
Yeah.
Teresa Witherspoon is being interviewed by Ruocco and Lobo while the game's happening.
I've noticed that. That's weird.
I think that is terrible. It's a bridge too far.
It's not new.
I don't like it.
The ABC was doing this with the original version of the USFL back in the 80s. Poor Tim Brandt was down on the bench, like interviewing guys when they came off the field. But the McAfee's got to be careful.
They would never make Eric Spoelstra do that.
No. The NBA
it's absurd.
The NBA's much.
They shouldn't
like
have
the
to do
NFL.
it in the women's game
But
either.
what? And twofold here. One, McAfee's got to be careful because I think ESPN values their relationship with the NBA and the WNBA more than they do their relationship with McAfee. That's a partnership. What they are trying to do. Why are we talking about the WNBA today? That's the question. Is we've never discussed the NBA here.
Well,
they are relevant now because of one person, maybe two people.
Yeah,
and we have dove into this at least on a superficial level. We all saw the thing where she got hip checked this weekend, and everybody goes to their corner and does what I saw the clip. I didn't see the game. I don't know what happened prior to that. Usually, you just don't get hip checked out of the blue for no reason. The WNBA is relevant this summer. Now they've got mouthpieces in the league, much like every sport does. They've got an opportunity to take a major step forward.
It's a big day for the league because Monica McNutt put Stephen A. in a body bag today on First Take about the
but what
him not talking
about it. What do we
about
always say about the NBA? What's more interesting, the regular season or the stuff that goes on off the court?
Yeah.
Well, you're getting that exact same formula in the WNBA. It's much more interesting off the court.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the opening night with Caitlin Clark. I haven't watched the game since.
Justin points out they interview people during baseball games.
That's recorded
during the game.
Yeah.
Well, but on Sunday Night Baseball, they'll have a guy in the field being interviewed. Baseball's different, though, because, like, if you're an outfielder, you're just standing there for a while. Like, there's a little bit more. Basketball's totally different. I don't think they should be doing that. I don't think it's fair to the coaches and the players.
I honestly have never watched a WNBA broadcast prior to this. I don't know if this is a new thing.
I've heard about it, but I saw it, and to just see how irritating it was to the coach. Like, the coach shouldn't have to deal with something like that. They're not enough to deal with.
Record it at the timeout and go on. Whatever. If it increases the viewership, fantastic. By all means.
I don't think these coaches' interviews do one thing to viewership at all.
Well,
I think it's about access.
What I have noticed over the last 3 weeks since they tipped off was initially we were getting a lot of, X number of people watch this game, X number of people watch. We're not seeing that anymore. So it leads me to believe that we've seen the dip. Now they've got to get it back. And, some of this may bring people back to the sets.
I don't know. I mean, getting back to the original point, as far as McAfee goes, like he seems to be bulletproof, which is rare, particularly at that place where, everybody who's had an opinion show has been suspended at one point or another on that network. You want to talk about Tony Kornheiser or Lebitard back in the day or anybody, like anybody who's had one of these opinion shows has been suspended at one point or another at ESPN, except him.
We don't know what the nature of their relationship is. Is it a partnership where McAfee has his company and he's sort of a contracted employee, or is he an employee of ESPN? Because that can complicate things.
Well, they're paying a lot of money, I think, for that show.
Is he a third party that does a show that is on ESPN, or is he an actual employee of ESPN? Because those are two different relationships from a company employee standpoint. If he works for ESPN, they've got all the leverage. If he's a third party, that gets a little bit more sticky.
Yeah. All right. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. 866-285-4005. We got 3 months to waste time. We can do this for one day.
Know.
It's okay.
I know.
We're going to be fine.
My head's spinning. I'm tired. Need some caffeine, something.
Bottom of the first in Chapel Hill. North Carolina 2. LSU yet to bat. They're batting right now for the first time with Tommy Tanks up there.
DQ, let me ask you. You're a fashion expert. I don't like the white baseball hats. Florida wore them. Carolina's wearing them. I don't like them. Guys, I don't like them. I don't like them.
Why?
You're overreacting, Chuck. Got now a conversation. So I don't know. I just, Carolina is blue. They're Carolina blue.
Yeah, but then what other color would be on? What would the brim be?
White.
So you just want the main part to be blue?
Yeah. I mean, it's Carolina blue. And Florida was wearing the white hat.
Their uniform's blue.
Yes. I don't like it. Guys, I don't like it.
Guys, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
He doesn't like it. All right, let's pause here for a moment. This is your drive home powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. The Limbird team is ready to go. If you are looking to sell your home, Tara Limbird and her team, they have the expertise, they have the experience. They will get the deal done for you. Some homes sell quickly, others stay on the market and for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's all about the marketing. Jerry's home in Bentonville had been on the market for over a month without a single offer. It was a challenging location that made it difficult to attract buyers willing to pay top dollar. So Jerry reached out to Tara Limbird. Tara's team launched an aggressive marketing campaign highlighting all the unique features of Jerry's home. And in no time, they generated several offers. Jerry was amazed and decided to accept an offer for over the asking price. Tara and her team transformed his challenging situation into a remarkable success. The Limbird team taking the guesswork out of it, giving you real insights with the home value estimator. That's on LimbirdTeam.com. Limbird, limbird.team.com. You click on home estimate. Find out what your home is worth in seconds from the local experts at the Limbird team, the team that has sold over $1 billion in real estate, and the agent I would trust if I was selling my home. Tara Limbird, limbird.team.com, Limbird, limbird.team.com, or check out the almost 1,000 five-star reviews. Google Limbird Real Estate Group.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
At Arvest Bank, we believe in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones who are making a difference in big and small ways every day, to those who are helping create better tomorrows. We appreciate everything you do, and we're proud to work alongside you. Because every community deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Summer camp, vacation, travel baseball, repeat. Family reunion, lake time, I'm beat. A parent in the summertime is a glorified chauffeur, but if you find yourself in a fender bender, you'll need a good lawyer. I'm Jackie Mock. With 12 years of experience in insurance and car wreck cases, I can help get you back on the road for more summer fun. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
Now we will share a lifetime of the fondest memories.
It's Ruskin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McClarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McClarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McClarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
This is Leisha Fogarty with Guild Mortgage. When you look for a home loan, you want a company that is local, experienced, honest, hardworking, and has the loan programs that fit your needs. That's what you will find here at Guild Mortgage. For a lender that is with you from origination through servicing, check us out online at guildmortgage.com or call us at 479-275-0378. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity. Company NMLS number 3274, individual NMLS number 2032905. All loans subject to underwriter approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Subject to change without notice.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at that sign. It looks like one of those that Sign Studio made.
Well, that's because it probably is. Hi, I'm Matt Reese, COO of Sign Studio. Don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. From interior and exterior signage to business cards, banners, and promotional items, Sign Studio can help take your business to the next level. We're passionate about helping you grow your brand. Our in-house design and production team allows for quick turnaround, and we have multiple locations to serve all of your Northwest Arkansas signage needs. Follow us online or call 479-250-4844.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McClarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McClarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McClarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Brett and Shannon Brundage at Fish City Grill. Local Arkansans who grew up in the state and are Razorback fans just like you. At Fish City Grill, you'll taste the difference with fresh shucked oysters and their chalkboard specials. Fish City Grill in Rogers, available for curbside pickup and delivery. 479-636-8833. Come by and see their team at 2003 South Bellevue Road in Rogers.
Fish City Grill, your home for all things seafood.
The folks, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. Their 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We will get a little bit of a break in the action this evening, but late tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll have more chances for scattered showers and storms. Some intense ones in there. We'll be keeping a close eye on that into the morning commute on Tuesday. Waking up temperatures in the 60s. We should get another break in the action as we go into Tuesday afternoon. Very humid, highs in the low 80s, and then watching for more storms trying to redevelop late Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, but we should be dry by Wednesday afternoon. That should Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Live across Arkansas, this is Ruscin and Zach.
We're back here. 866-285-4005 McClarty Daniel Hotline. Here is Daryl on the McClarty Daniel Hotline.
Okay, Daryl.
Can't wait for the Hogs to play in August.
All right, Daryl.
In what? Soccer?
Football.
Volleyball?
Football.
Football?
Football.
Well, they will win the first.
They're going to win their game in August.
They are. I have no argument there.
DQ, he pointed out to me. See, we get a little behind the scenes stuff. We get info. No, what? This is something you told me
I know
about.
where you're going.
You do?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Where you're going.
DQ, you'll be thrilled about this. We get these emails from Learfield, who does all the Razorback broadcasts, and they sent out the they sent out a season closing email, kind of all the details you need and all that stuff. But in the email, it said see you in August, and then there was a schedule, and I'd completely forgotten that Arkansas's opener is at 3:30 or at 6:30 on Thursday. August 29th.
It's a 3:30 pregame.
It's a 3:30 pregame. So you know what that means.
We'll be doing the 3:30 pregame.
No. We're done at 3:30. Now, the hitch is
we're gonna do postgame at midnight.
At midnight, because ain't nobody else doing it. So
yeah.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have the facts of life.
Man, did you just write that? Did you just make that up?
No, it's the theme song to the facts of life.
I know.
That was brilliant. Thank you.
Well, take the win. DQ's here with the poll questions.
Hey,
DQ?
Ruskin and Zach, X polls. If you break a pay it forward chain in a drive-thru, will you have bad karma?
Yes.
Whether or not you have money or you don't, 75% said no. You will not have bad karma.
You guys wonder why you got bounced. This is why.
If you were a baseball player, would you wear the long pants or the knee-length pants?
Okay.
I didn't know if there were different names for the pants. So just long and knee-length. Those are just the names. Okay. 52% said knee-length pants. How do you prefer your sitcoms, with or without a laugh track? 65% say without a laugh track. And are you ready to move on to football season? Do you just want to take a break? 77% say they just want to take a break.
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
Those are your Ruskin and Zach X polls. Go touch some grass.
Yeah.
I tried to take it back, but it was too late.
I'm just tired, boss. I'm just tired. DQ, I need this for a second. We do have some good news.
Oh,
It was
good
just
news.
pointed out to me. And DQ,
Good news, everybody.
if you could do some research on this, I'm not. I don't know the official start date, but the Olympics start this summer.
Oh yeah, the
Now,
Olympics.
You're saying, well, why do I care? Breakdancing is
yeah.
in the Olympics.
They should have put mime in, in honor of Marcel Marceau. Should have put mime in the Paris Olympics.
You think so?
Yeah, that'd have been good.
All right, fine.
Yeah, that's right.
DQ.
Oh, DQ is miming now. Do that again on camera. Come on. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, doing
DQ
the wall.
stuck
There
in
you
the
go.
box. There
Yeah.
you go.
Oh,
And you get that rope.
I hope she gets out. That would suck.
That was some quality miming. Mike Neighbors would be proud of that. He was a state champion in
Yes,
mime.
he
For
was,
those of you that don't
1986.
remember, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know that one.
Really?
I don't know it.
You would have been
These dumb sound effects before the beat
Oh
drops.
no!
I don't
This
know.
is absolute fun.
Rhythm Nation.
No.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that's
You'd
a
have been
land of 10,000 voices,
No,
but
you-
someone's
you
covered it.
You'd have been about 12 when this came out. I remember this because it was in a movie. Boy, I tell you what, as you're getting older,
It's a land of 10,000 voices.
it is not. It's Amy Kamosi, Hot Stepper. You played this on Mix 96.
Oh, yeah. Hot
love this
stepper.
song. Here comes the Hot Stepper.
Yeah. Okay. Quality.
90s were a very odd time to be very weird. Also, while we're on the subject of music, I was watching an interview with Huey Lewis. Why? I don't know. I just was.
I like Huey Lewis.
And he
He's
was
going deaf,
Okay.
Yeah.
He was talking about writing The Power of Love, which is the theme song to Back to the Future.
Yes.
And I guess Zemeckis had approached him because one of the producers was a big Huey Lewis fan and asked him to write it. And Huey's only stipulation was that he would not include Back to the Future in the title.
Right.
So he's like, I'll just, and they negotiated for a little bit. He's like, look, we're working on a couple things. I'll send you the next thing that we produce. And that was like Huey Lewis was like, I never written for a movie. I wasn't going to write for a movie. We were working on something, and the Power of Love was the next one that they were working on. Sent it to him. Zemeckis loved it, and the
He
rest
also
is
did
history.
Back in Time in the closing credits.
Also true.
Oh.
Another great song.
Which is one of the songs they used in Back to the Future, the musical, which is coming next season to the Walton Arts Center.
You're not going to go see that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to see that. You kidding me? I've seen all the movies. I need to see the musical. That's I want a new drug to buy a Huey Lewis in the news there. One that won't make me sick. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Rusty wants to know if anybody has injured themselves yet today.
No. I think by this time, the angst was high last night on the post-game show. It was high this morning.
I don't believe we've produced anything that will go viral. Is that a fair assessment of the situation?
We're good. We're clear.
We've been very level-headed. I have taken points from both sides. I have agreed with some things. I've disagreed. We've disagreed with some things. Yeah. So it's been fairly civil. And then everybody, I just can't get past this. The fact that nobody's talking about Matt Hobbs today. It's all Fire Thompson, and a couple of illiterates that want Fire Day. It's all Nate Thompson. Nobody's talking about the pitching coach. That is stunning.
Well,
to me,
the
stunning.
The big dog had a rough weekend. In his. I mean, it was going well for 4, and then in the 5th inning, it just got away.
Wow, that's stunning.
That's baseball, Susan.
Well said. Can't say it any better than that.
Great question
Great John
from
Sterling.
Abner in Pine Ridge.
Yeah.
DQ, since we didn't let you do your thoughts last week, will it be twice as long this week? It's on us last week. That was totally on us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
DQ, what do you think about Joe's cat situation?
Yeah,
Got
you're a cat owner.
About the name?
Mm-hmm.
I like the name Colby Jack.
That actually works.
I knew a cat named Mozzarella, so I like
Oh, that's a good name.
the cheese themed cat names.
Mozzarella.
It was an all white
Munster.
Gouda.
I like CJ.
Limburger.
Colby Jack isn't terrible.
Yeah. I like the theme going on.
Hey, Parmesan, get in here.
Parm.
Parm. Hey, Parm.
Like Stilton. Hey, Stilton. Yep.
Can
American cheese.
Can
Get
you
in here.
Velveeta. That's a lovely name for a girl.
Nacho cheese.
Yeah. You whistle at a cat?
No.
No.
That's a dog thing,
My
right?
sister goes,
Oh, like click the.
yeah.
No. Okay.
I don't think you should whistle at anyone or anything.
Oh, that's offensive to you?
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. You know what? It will keep you out of situations you don't want to be in.
Protect your peace.
That's correct.
Okay.
100%.
Protect
your peace.
Protect your peace. We'll be back in a moment.
Speaking truth every afternoon. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You're on the forklift in your warehouse when it breaks down. You call Medley Equipment Company. Talk to Debbie.
Hello.
Debbie tells you they'll get you moving again. Debbie talks to a service tech.
Yep, I can do it.
Tech says when they can be there. That nice Debbie lady calls you back.
Hello.
Saying your forklift will be fixed in a few hours. Nice. Pretty fast, right? We're just trying to keep up because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
Looking to buy your dream home or list your current home? Call the Good Team. Brett and Monica Good with Collier and Associates. Nobody knows the Northwest Arkansas market better. Monica and Brett work as a team and specialize in Beaver Lake properties, Bella Vista, all of Benton and Washington County, and Fort Smith as well. Whether you want to buy or sell a new home, second home, or forever home, call the Good Team. Brett and Monica Good with Collier and Associates. 479-651-2292. That's 479-651-2292 for Brett and Monica Good.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hey Razorback fans, Alumni Hall is your ultimate Razorback shopping experience. The best and largest selection of licensed apparel for the whole family. Nike, Champion, Columbia, Onward Reserve, Peter Millar, plus Yeti accessories and gifts. Arkansas students, faculty, and military receive 10% off in-store with ID, and you can earn cash back with our Hall Pass rewards. You can get $10 off for every 150 points you earn. Alumni Hall, located next to Whole Foods, or shop alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
I joke around with my wife and call it my bionic knee.
But before Ernest became a patient with QC Kinetics, it was a different story.
I'd go to bed with my knee throbbing, heat, ice. I would get up in the middle of the night to get a drink or something, and I would just be hobbling.
He wasn't able to play on his rec basketball team or work in the yard, but QC Kinetics regenerative treatments turned around the situation without surgery or downtime, using Ernest's own healing properties to help restore his aching knee, now known as Ernest's bionic knee.
I am really happy because I am playing the game that I love so much, and I'm playing with my granddaughter, and I'm gardening, and I'm on my knees, and I'm jumping up. I have a 200-pound dog, and I'm playing with my dog.
Now Ernest is living his best life thanks to QC Kinetics, and so can you. Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
You're invited to party, play, and win at Indigo Sky Casino, giving you more exciting ways to win over $1 million in total cash and prizes in June. Fridays from 6 to 10 p.m. play for your chance to win your share of over $92,000 in cash, playing our Crack the Code promotion. Delicious chef-created entrees, your favorite ice-cold beverages, live entertainment in Echo Lounge, luxurious hotel and pool, stay and play. All the winning excitement only at Indigo Sky Casino, Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri, the area's premier destination.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body. family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
So where we headed? We're going over to the Johnson's yard. You're gonna love it. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet over there. Well, what about that yard over there? Oh, we can't go in that yard. You see that yellow sign? That says Mosquito Joe. What do you think, I was born yesterday? Actually, yeah, we both were.
Don't be a mosquito buffet this year. Call Mosquito Joe for a free quote at 479-202-9960 or visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com. Outside is fun again.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back here on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. No more preemptions, no more, well, August. But, I mean, until then, we are here.
Every day.
Every blasted day, we're here. Look at that. You're stuck with us, folks. Not going anywhere. Sorry. I want to apologize for that. Okay, let's see here. What did we learn here? DQ, what do you got?
Okay, I have an interesting one. Did you know that the Harlem Globetrotters has honorary members?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's kind of like being a Kentucky Colonel.
Yeah, this is what that reminded me of. So the first honorary member of the Harlem Globetrotters was Henry Kissinger.
That's a strange choice.
Okay, some other ones.
His comments afterwards were,
we lost him, right?
Yeah,
gone.
he's dead.
Okay.
Some other ones: Bob Hope, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
All right.
Whoopi Goldberg,
Okay.
Nelson Mandela,
Wow.
Jesse Jackson,
Okay.
and Pope Francis.
I don't think they could beat the Globetrotters.
Do they go to the Vatican and hand him one of those #1 jerseys?
I don't know.
How does that work?
Probably.
Could that team, those honorary members, beat the Generals?
No.
You don't think so?
No, the Generals are good. They
No?
almost win every game.
They almost win.
They almost win every
That's
game.
adorable. Yes.
Sounds familiar. Sorry, I'll see myself out on that one.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's too soon.
Well, we're 12 days away from your blessed event.
12 days.
So I felt like it was my duty as the best man in this to come up or by percentage give you the countries in the world with the highest and lowest divorce rates.
Okay.
All right. The highest divorce rates in the world.
Got to be here.
The United States, middle of the pack,
Okay.
at 45%. Portugal, number one, 94% of marriages end in divorce.
Portugal.
What,
are they getting drunk? What's the
Don't
deal
ask
there?
me. Here, the top five is weird. Spain is number two, 85%.
Wow.
Luxembourg, 79%.
Wow, Luxembourg.
Russia, 73% is fourth. And then the Ukraine is fifth.
Oh, you just get pushed out the window.
Right, 70% for the Ukraine. Now, interestingly, number 6 on the list is Cuba at 55%.
Oh, wow.
Lowest divorce rates in the world. Number 5, Mexico, 17%.
Okay.
Iran, 14%. Tajikistan.
Well, the women aren't allowed to have any thoughts in Iran, so that makes sense.
You wonder what happens to the 14% that do. Tajikistan.
You don't want to know.
No, 10%. Oh, really? Vietnam, 7%.
Okay.
India, 1% of marriages.
Who is anyone still
Are
doing?
you serious?
Yeah.
1% out of
1%.
a billion people get
1%.
divorced.
And where is that?
India.
Are those still
That's
arranged
awesome.
marriages?
I'm out over my skis here. I don't know.
Is
But-
anyone still doing arranged marriages?
I'm sure.
I think they are. That's got to be strange, right? It's like, oh,
Hi.
I'm Fred. Nice to meet you.
Go for an arranged marriage.
I guess we go in there now. I don't know. What do we do? You want to play cards? What do you want to do?
Again, U.S.
How does that work?
45%.
Are there still dowries? Like, like you get a couple of ox and how's that?
I don't think we're trading ox.
Oh, we're not doing
anymore,
livestock anymore?
No, I don't think so.
All right. I don't know. I'm in over my skis.
I am preparing for the day that my daughter decides that she wants to get married, a contract, which explicitly, it just says no givebacks. And you have to sign your name. Because when she's gone, she's gone. Right. You ain't coming back. And you ain't living with me.
And your freedom begins.
Come on, sweet baby Jesus. Get me out of here. Yeah. What'd you learn?
I learned that it was 31 years ago today, only 31 years ago today, that Ireland approved vending machines that sold condoms. 1993.
I'll buy stuff from a vending machine. That ain't one of them.
It's a quality item. What are you talking about?
It feels a little risky. But, hey, if you're in a spot, why not? Sure.
Also, TV producer / CIA operative Chuck Barris was born on this date in 1929.
What did you think about my Gong Show idea? It's a day we don't have to work.
I know. I sent you the gong. Did you get it?
Yeah. DQ,
Okay.
we got an idea.
Do you not like it?
We yes, I love it. I just haven't put it in yet.
Okay.
DQ, we're going to have a team meeting tomorrow because I have an idea where we would not have to work.
Another meeting.
No. Well, first of all, you won't move.
Okay.
You don't even have to get up from your seat.
That's good. I do like that about the
end
meetings.
game is we don't have to work for a week. We just have to be here.
Okay.
And it involves you, the listener. So pay attention.
Okay. Yes.
And I do have access to a real gong with a big old mallet.
Okay. Well, now it's a party.
Yeah. Just got to try not to break it.
Yeah. And I know we've discussed this before, but don't you have to warm up a gong before you can use it?
I think that's true.
Okay.
I don't know if that's for our purposes or for, concerts, but I believe that's accurate.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Abner claims he should have married a Portuguese woman. He's been married 20 years.
Abner,
you know we're going to read that out loud, right?
Abner,
you shouldn't have done.
You can't say that.
That's a bad move.
Can't say that.
That's a bad move, Abner. How dare you? Okay. Well, this particular